Hello and welcome to RPGeeks D&D, where we play Dungeons and Dragons set in the sci-fi world of Braxigantu. Now, usually we have a whole section where we talk about the science that comes up in the game, but today it is, in fact, the Chapter 2 season finale. As we wrap up this section of the adventure, we hope, we're not sure, we might all die. It's vague. It's open.
Either way, that's wrapped up, isn't it?
It will end one way or another, either as a chapter or the end.
Yeah. So we're going to be leaping straight into the story today. But first off, let us introduce ourselves and who we are playing in the game. First off, my name's Sharmini. I'm a science video journalist. I use she, her pronouns. And so does Tenebrous, who is a drow sorcerer who, in our sci-fi world, gains her powers from a sort of cloud of what she calls friends, microscopic slime mold-like creatures with great powers, which is turning out to be a bit of a plot issue right now, as I'm sure Ali will recap. Emily.
Hello, I'm Emily Bates. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Infinite Sky 6000, serial number 869197266PMGB1530ML. I've learnt it now, so I can't be surprised by it. She is a terraforming a druoid, you may say, and she harnesses the power of nature in order to, and robots and satellites. She harnesses a lot of power to be freaking badass, and she may have killed someone at the end of last episode because
may have. There's no may about it. It's not even may.
May have bisected someone. We're not sure. You know, he might be okay. It could be like a worm where you cut it in half, and there are now 2 guards. So actually, I've replicated the guards. So
easy.
Yes. So thank you, Infinity. Look, there was a dead child, which we don't know now. I think maybe wasn't a child. I may have misheard a bit of description at some point. But it's fine. We're going to assume it's a child, and she didn't appreciate it. So that's
definitely a child compared to Infinity.
Right, exactly. Everyone's a child compared to Infinity. She is now wild shaped into a rat and in someone's pocket. Simon.
My name is Simon. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Uriel, who is in our reskin of 5e, a dwarf monk. Uriel uses he, they pronouns because they are on the path of ascendancy from the weak biological matter to the purity of the blessed machine. And I'm not concerned for my life in the slightest, because we're in the safe hands of our fate weaver, Ali Jennings.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, I am Fate Weaver Jennings, first name.
Fate Weaver Jennings, reporting for duty.
Fate Weaver Jennings, yes. Corporal Fate Weaver. No, that's me. The subtleties of my rank escapes me. But, yes, this is our world. I've created a lot of it, but we're all making this world together. This exciting, strange place that is Braxigantu. But more to tell about that after these short messages.
Oh, that's me! That's me!
So, where were we? I'll tell you where we were. Our 3 heroes are in the festival of the Jour des Sorciers in the bayou town of Lansdowne Port. Now, they have a mission to escort a package through the festival to a warehouse at the docks. Now, you have already skirmished with local law enforcement, the Water Watch, and now those guards are actively hunting some of you. On top of that, the package, you found out, in fact contains a caged, seemingly feral woman who has started to display some worrying abilities. And as you were coming to terms with all of this, you received a message. You are about to be joined by 2 of the Bayou children whom you'd befriended days before, potentially putting them in the path of grave danger. Now, the party is currently split. Infinity, you are currently in rat form, hiding from the Water Watch in the pocket of someone that you hope is friendly.
I'm hoping it's Obadiah.
Tenebris and Uriel, you are with Bubba, a security guard, pushing the crate containing this woman down Peachtree Avenue towards Sunset Square on the waterfront. Now, just past the square is your destination, and around you, halflings, robots, cyborg, modified humans all jostle in the packed street. People fall to their knees, giving themselves up to what seems like possession by the gods of the Fey Eye. Around 20 feet to your left is the edge of Peachtree Avenue, lined with ragged buildings festooned with technicolored drapes. 10 feet to your right, the crowd melts into the parade, where dancers and floats pump music and scented smoke into the air. This close, your chests are already vibrating with the pounding of the bass. Machines, robots, organosynth constructs stalk alongside you as you walk alongside this parade, and over your head occasionally pass the shadows of the tottering spider walkers, platforms that belch out smoke and that trail ropes and pulleys from over their edge, which revelers scuttle up and down. It's already coming up to late afternoon, and the orange rays of sunshine are tracing paths through the smoke and the steam. That's a flavour of what's happening, but obviously there's all sorts of stuff happening all around you, and if you want to get more detail about something in particular, ask me and we'll roll that perception check. So, Tenebris and Uriel pushing the crate. What are you doing?
As I recall, the last time that Uriel saw Infinity was passing under the cart, like under the grav elements, cradling a body, and then
that was the last time you saw Tenebris. No,
Tenebris.
You saw Tenebris do that.
Oh, yes, because Infinity then ran up from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time you saw Infinity was her running back.
Yeah.
Wonder where where's Infinity? We just haven't seen her for a little while.
So, you also haven't. This is all very confusing. You also haven't seen me for a little while.
You just joined.
I just joined you, but I'm not listening to you because as I was joining you, I got a message on my slate, right?
Oh, yes.
Which I presume you didn't hear.
Yeah.
So I'm really ignoring you right now. Sorry, Uriel. I got this message on the slate that I don't know how to use, but I'm pretty sure that I can reply, at least with a message. Is that correct, Ali?
Yes, that's how you understand the slates work.
But I don't know how to do that, right? Can I try and work out?
You know, you've been shown how to work them. You know that you can just speak back in.
Good, right, okay. So, Constance, sounding like she's having a great time, said that she can see us and that they're coming. So I'm going to reply. Tenebra's still in a state of just desperation, frantic at this point. Talking into this little slate. Constance, no, you must not come here because there is someone died and there is someone dangerous and they're killing people and you have to go away from the parade, okay? Go away from us and I will find you later. I don't know, can you hear me? Can you reply? I will find you later.
blank from the slate. You hear nothing back.
But also that's what I would also expect, right? So
Yeah,
I think it's kind
exactly.
of
These slates have a one-shot kind of message capacity, one each
damn
way.
it. Okay.
So you are still reeling, we should say, from what you have just seen. You have seen, after having strange and intense and kind of feverish, mad conversation in your mind with the caged woman who you've been carrying, you have seen a young man drop dead in front of the cage. And this is what has caused Infinity to run off and become involved with the guards a distance away.
Wasn't Infinity running off previously because she just got caught up in the attempt to cross the bridge?
That happened, but then she rejoined the cage.
Oh, I just
and
hadn't
you've been
seen
pushing
her.
it down.
Oh yeah, because she caught up with the body behind. Yeah.
You had seen her, so you've been
She
pushing
was
the
in
cage.
the crowd, though. Like, you weren't really, she was never with
Yeah.
us, but she was around.
Yeah, so you are now pushing this cage down the road. Now, can I get both of you to roll a perception check?
Ooh, first roll of the game.
Bubba, it's going to do the same.
Watch this.
Oh no, don't say
That's a 4.
that.
Thought it would be worse.
Oh, I'm at disadvantage, aren't I? I rolled so well. 19 through the bright sunlight.
With disadvantage.
19 with disadvantage, generally. I rolled 17 and a 19.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Tenebris, even in your confused and emotionally sort of reeling state, you are now hyped up and tense.
I'm looking for Constance. I'm like, she implied that she could see us. I'm
You
looking
are
around.
scanning the crowd for these two halfling children. The hardest possible to spot in this mass of people, mass of partygoers. As you scan the crowd, you don't see them, but you do notice something else. You notice the purple-suited figures of Water Watch guards, heads bobbing above the crowd, starting to move slowly inwards, coming in pincer-like from the sides of the road, moving in towards the centre where the parade is. And they seem to be searching for something. Among them, you also see the tall, stooping but powerfully muscled figures of the gladiators, the Alliance's shock troops, peppered among the guards. They're moving slowly in, checking people as you push your cage through. You estimate you have maybe 5 minutes before they reach your level within the crowd.
Okay. I'm gonna run past Uriel, pushing at the back of the cage, and run up to Bubba at the front. But Bubba, can we get away from the crowd? Can we get off to the side, away? Like, I point at one of the alley. I presume there are alleys past through the houses.
There are alleyways leading off the side of the road. Yes. You can't see down them at the moment, so you don't know what's down there, but you could head for them, yes.
Are they big enough to have the cage as well as us?
Yeah, they're road sized, right? They're small alleyways, but they are kind of, you can get through them, or most of them are anyway. One thing to think about though is that the Water Watch are coming in from the sides. In order to get to the alleyways, you would have to pass through this net that's slowly closing around you.
We are so far.
Uriel doesn't notice any of this. Sorry.
So far. I'm gonna run back and find Uriel and say, Uriel, the guards are coming, and if the lady, the woman in the cage, she's gonna start killing people. There are people everywhere. I don't know what to do.
Wait. There's a lot to unpack there. How do you know that the lady in the cage is going to start killing people?
She can kill whoever she wants, and she doesn't even care. And if we don't let her out, then she's going to kill everyone.
Well, I mean, what if she killed the purple cloaks or the people looking for us?
She will kill everyone, though.
But what if you told her that it was in her best interest? So wait a minute, no. Roll 1. Do not trust anything that the lady in the cage says. Sorry, I stopped myself. I realised I was listening to her by you. We should not listen to anything that the lady in the cage says. So take that piece off out of the toolbox.
And that's logic, my friends.
So that's just okay. But so let's not worry about her. So there are lots of people who are looking for us, and you just said we've got a couple of minutes. So I mean, what would the guards be looking for besides us? We don't know that they're looking for us.
Maybe they're just checking. I don't think they're looking for us, but if they're checking, or if they're looking for Infinity, or if they're checking what people have, they will look under the tarpaulin and find the woman in a cage.
Well, I mean, if they try and do that, then we could talk to them. I feel like we're drawing a lot of conclusions here without much data about what they are looking for. We should carry on going, and if they want to look under the tarpaulin, then your friends can talk to them, or we can shoot them, or whatever.
Okay. We'll just keep going. Right, yeah. We don't listen to the lady. We
don't listen to the left. Rule 1.
Rule 1.
You keep pushing this cage through the crowd of people. They melt away before you. Some of them, the ones that are more caught up in their reverie, need to be sort of pushed aside, and Bubba just moves people to the side. Excuse me, we're coming through here. And the cage floats slowly onwards. Tenebris, you hear just in the back of your head, "Ooh, yes, coming soon now. Fun. The gibbering of the woman slowly talking to herself. And we turn now to Infinity. You, as a rat, are sat in the warm darkness of a pocket, but you can still feel the thudding bass around you, smell the incense in the air, and you can feel the heavy tread of the person carrying you.
Okay. I'll just have a little scurry and peek out. Do I see anything?
Infinity wants to be
You poke
critical of
your-
Ratatouille.
Dragon.
Little wet black nose over the top of this leather pocket. Your whiskers feel the smoothness of it, and you look out at, strangely quite high up. You're not really at what you would imagine pocket height to be. You are almost at head height, looking through the heads of the crowd, and you realise now that you're actually in a coat pocket here.
Oh, I'm high.
And the person,
Okay.
and the person who is carrying you is quite tall, at least a head taller than most other people. You look up and you see the bald dome of Obadiah Hall.
Yeah! I'll just nestle into the pocket a little and just snuggle in.
But
then also just sort of, I want to look around and see if I can see where Uriel and Tenebris are.
Roll a perception check.
Bam! Oh yeah, bam! 22. It's
22.
my stats, right? Not the rat stats. Because it's a mental stat, so for Druid it is. Yeah, okay, great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, you poke your head out, and actually, using your powerful rodent nose as well as your eyes, you get a scent, and you pick up the scent of Tenebris and Uriel that you know so well. You look over in that direction, and you see bobbing just below the line of the heads, but it's still visible, this the tarpaulin over the crate, still with the flowers that you druid crafted onto it, seems to be about 100 feet away from you, but moving slower than you are.
And is Obadiah heading that direction?
Obadiah's heading down towards Sunset Square, yes, so
Okay, great.
in the same direction.
All right, I will snuggle in and just sort of keep my head down and just hide.
With that roll, you also notice the guards closing in slowly around you.
Around me.
Around the whole crowd. So they are sort of...
Got you.
Yeah, they are sifting in into the crowd itself.
Understood.
From outside to in.
Okay. And Obadiah is still very much within the crowd, right? He's not like on an edge or anything. He's not near to be able to duck out.
Obadiah has buried himself roughly in the middle of the section and is walking with purpose. As people get into his way, he simply puts out a large palm, pushes their face to one side. You hear people go, "I can't!" as he wades his way through the crowd, silently, focused.
What is Obadiah wearing? It's important.
He is wearing a leather jacket and jeans. So he's kind of dressed down.
Now
and
on
thick boots.
What and a shirt with a pocket
It's a t-shirt. No, so it's the leather jacket that has the pocket here.
up the top. Okay. Oh, that's so fit. Okay.
Obadiah fucks.
I am going to scurry out of the pocket, and will you let me climb under his t-shirt? There is a reason. There is a reason.
I can't stop you.
I would like to climb into his shirt, and then I would like to
And live.
tug on one of his nipples to move him one way.
That's where I thought you were going, and then I was like,
Hey.
"Don't be silly. That's the joke suggestion. whichever nipple you nibble on, go that way." I was like, "No, it's not
Roll
really going to be that, is it?"
a-
No, it was that.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Sure, and that would be rat stats, right? Because it's
Yeah,
the
rat
What's
physical.
stats.
acrobatics? What's she going to do, like, an Olympic routine on his nipples?
Yeah, they
Well, she's
have
gotta
that's
stick
dex,
to the
so that's
side
0.
of his
Like
chest.
the uneven
This
bar.
is a sweating pectoral muscle.
It's a 19.
Oh, without issue, using your little rat claws, you scuttle up the side, around the back of his neck, and back down face first into his shirt, where you seek out the nipple, and with both little rat paws, you grab hold of it, of the fleshy coloured bit, the nipple, and then you just let go, hanging off it, and just swaying ever so slightly underneath the shirt.
I mean, if he had nipple rings, you could absolutely do the Olympic, like, the Olympic
yeah.
rings, like, pull on one side.
He does not have nipple rings, but he does have
Ah,
two little holes, one on either side of the nipple, that suggests that maybe in the past,
Of course he
did
did.
have nipple
Of course he did. Oh, overtime. Right.
once you do that, you hear, "Oh, what are you doing, you furry little creature?"
I'll
Is he
scurry,
enjoying
like, oh, fine. I'll scurry up a bit and, like, onto a shoulder and kind of, like, dig my claws in and, like, and once again, as a rat, I will sit on a shoulder and I will very obviously, like a pointer dog, point in the direction of like the outside, like away
this
from the
happened
guards.
once before, and you're making it out like we have forever sliced
You
it.
dug in about that. It was minutes of there's no way a rat. You rolled to see if you would
There
even
were
realise.
subtleties, okay? There were ambiguous subtleties
Disagree.
around the messaging of
You
what
really
exactly was
struggle
being
to pick up on
communicated.
human signatures, let alone a rat's.
Well, Obadiah rolled a natural 19 insight, so
Obadiah, fuck.
he puts his right hand up to his left shoulder. Be careful now. You don't know how many people have seen you like this.
And I'll crawl back into his
His
jacket.
eyes sneak to the left, and he sees the spread out line of the purple cloaks. Ah, now I see what you're talking about.
Back into the shirt. She'll go back to the nipples, I think, and just set up
Okay.
shop there.
Yeah, makes
She
sense.
likes the little holes. She thinks they're interesting.
Obviously.
She doesn't understand why there are holes there, so she's like, "Oh, fascinating."
Obviously, his chest is smooth, just so
Yeah.
you know that. So it's not like a kind of hairy nest situation. It's more like a craggy rock face. Right.
This
We're
is a
going to
lot
our scots
sexier
on
than I
now.
thought this would be. today.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't drunk for a while, and so drinking this, I'm just like, let's go.
Cool.
And
I should probably
you
make
feel
notes. Sorry, nipple play.
Oh yeah, I haven't made.
you feel his pace pick up as he starts forcing his way through the crowd towards the cage where Tenebris and Uriel, you still are. You see the figures approaching, and you see in the distance Sunset Square, your destination, approaching. But as that happens, you realise that the guards have come within 5 feet of you. They're questioning the people around the cage. Yeah, what are you doing here? What is this? They're Australian for some reason. No, they're not.
Crikey!
They can be whatever you want them to be, Ali.
They could. Well, that guy was. Just come here from, well, around about the Eight-Head Nebula, and, it's been a long travel. But anyway, listen, that's not the point. We're here to ask you some very serious questions. Yeah, we're here to...
That's very good.
He's dug himself into a hole. I love it.
Broke. Listen to me now, Skippy. Tell me, have you seen...
Fosters?
We're looking for a tall man, bald, and I don't know how this is going to sound. We're looking for a rat, or at least something that can turn into a rat. Have you seen anything? You hear these conversations going on around you either side as the guards close in. Is there anything you'd like
I told
to do?
you, they weren't looking for us. They're looking for someone that can turn into a rat.
Okay, that's good. Just okay. We have to deliver something. Decorations, okay? We are delivering decorations if they ask what we're doing here. And no, people cannot look in because it is a surprise. But if necessary, one person could peek in if necessary, and I could probably fix it. Okay, I've got to go tell Baba. Run around, back with Baba.
Baba's pulling it.
Push the
Oh,
cart.
it's nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to get a bit of company up here at the front of the cart.
I was just saying that we are taking a lot of very important surprise decorations under this tarpaulin. So I hope the guards don't want to look inside because then that will ruin the surprise.
Okay, but you do know we aren't actually doing that.
Yes, I do know that, Baba. But if they ask, we are.
I love Bubba.
All right, okay.
But
Yeah.
what was...
All right.
I thought Baba was good at crime. Like I thought Baba was some sort of like
Fang went over a bridge.
mastermind, and Baba's just like, but that's not true.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different facets to crime. I'm not normally on the strategic end of it, I'll be honest with you.
Down straight.
As they pull the cart.
Okay,
But
I'll
okay,
check it out.
I'm ready for this. You know, it's a challenge, and I appreciate that. I'm looking for that mountain line where he chunters away to himself. And 3 guards come up alongside the cage. They look up and down. They look at the dispenser pods. Dispenser pods are quite impressive technology to be carrying something like this. They scan the vehicle. They look at you 3. One closest to you, Uriel, narrows their eyes, looks at your metal arm.
Oh no!
Excuse me.
Hello, yes.
We're looking for some escapees. We're looking for some people who were involved in a ruckus. Y'all seen a tall individual, male, wearing a leather jacket, bald head. Looks to be a brute, or at least a half-brute by the look of him. Dangerous character.
No, can't say we have. We've just been taking these decorations in since the top of the hill, really. Just, no, not seen anyone like that, I'm afraid.
Roll a deception check.
Go, Uriel. Let's go. Minus modifiers. We love them.
What is the minus modifier? Deception. Okay, it could be worse. I'm going to roll on the 4th edition Imperial Guard Codex. This will bring me luck.
Why would you say shit like that? It's a 1, isn't it? It's a 1 because you said that.
It's a 0.
Because it's a 1 with a -1.
No, it's a 2 with a -2.
Phenomenal.
But not a natural 1.
Yeah. No, not a
But
natural
no,
one.
only a
It's still a
0.
0.
Yeah.
So
Only slightly worse than a natural
That's
1.
mathematics.
yeah.
As you prepare to give your carefully rehearsed speech, you start to speak and you kind of gum up a little bit inside. You things start to stutter a little bit. You say, "No, we haven't. Yes, no, it's not important." And you see the eyes of the guard narrow. She looks over. "Hey, Sammy, come over here. Think we got something to look at here. Dave, you check the outside. Be the back. Be ready to call in if we need it. Now, you listen to me. We're looking for this character, and they are involved in something very, very serious. Should you be found to have consulted with such an individual and not explained yourself to the authorities, you would be subject to the same strictures. I see you're carrying some sort of goods here. Maybe you could show us just what you got in there.
The thing about what we're carrying here is it's decorations, and if you have a look in and sort of take the cover off, everyone's going to see, and it's going to ruin the surprise for the big thing that's going to happen later. So you can't really. If you want to, as an individual, want to go and have a look, then be my guest. But don't take the tarp off because it's going to ruin the surprise.
Roll another deception check.
I should just.
Tenebris, what are you doing at this time?
I'm torn between going in and hanging back, but if I hang back, I can do my plan.
That's an 8.
It's an 8. You see her features harden. Y'all go around the side. Sammy, you come with me. Alright, Dave. We're opening this thing up. She reaches up to grab the tarpaulin.
I'm gonna come in at this point. Me coming in is always. I can't do both. I'm gonna come in and be like, "Hey, are you okay? Don't show everyone the surprise. You wanna have a look in? You need to check it for your important jobs."
That is absolutely what we will be doing here. Yes.
Okay, just make sure. Do you think your guards could, keep the crowd from looking in while you check? Because there's a whole big surprise going on that we do not want people to see, or we will be in such big trouble.
Exactly who and where is this surprise to be taking place? I ain't heard nothing.
Well, it's something to do with the end of the festival, our boss says. We just work for them.
Who's your boss?
Mr. Bells? I don't know. So the person who hired us, I think.
Mr. DeBells.
We do all sorts of really good jobs. If you need any things carried around, we can do carrying. We can do messages deliveries if you like that.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Fair, very, very fair. Just sometimes feel like I'm really bad at this game,
Oh, I can't
You're
imagine
fantastic
what that feels
at this game, Shamini. Stop.
It's a
Everyone
10.
tell her she's great.
It's too late. It's a 10.
Open it up. Sammy reaches the side of the tarpaulin, pulls it down to reveal inside the blue glowing bars of the cage, crouched in the corner, huddled up, figure of a woman, muttering to herself, her long, just bedraggled hair falling down over her face. What in the Sam hell is this? And at that moment, we cut back to Infinity and Obadiah.
I wasn't ready. Yes. Hello.
At this point, Obadiah is stood roughly 20 feet behind the cage. You have seen this happening. Even, I assume you've been looking out from the shirt.
A little. Just a little eye peek. While I continue to grab onto the nipple with all 4 of my legs. And my tail.
Obadiah looks forward. Alright, I can only see one option here. You know what I mean, right? And he takes off towards the cart. And as the tarpaulin gets pulled off, he barrels into one of the guards, knocking them over. The 2 other guards, looking in, suddenly turn round. What? It's him! That's him! Get him!
No, I'm a rat.
And-
I'm gonna scurry down through the shirt and down his leg and try and hide under the cart.
Roll
God.
an acrobatics check.
Oh, it's rat
Yeah.
acrobatic.
Well,
Acrobatic.
actually, or stealth. Actually, stealth. Roll a stealth check. You're trying to do this undetected, correct?
Exactly the same. Let's go. No. There's 6.
Oh my god, he got a rat on him! There's a rat in there as well! I'm like, I ain't sure what this... Okay, listen, god damn it. We gotta... Davey, you call him reinforcements right now. We got him, we got the pup, we got him right here! Obadiah stands up, gives you a look, Infinity and Uriel, and then takes out the hammer. If you want me, come and get me.
No,
and then
don't you do it.
Takes one massive swing at the nearest guard.
Obadiah, bugs. No.
And completely misses them. Straight past them.
Come on!
He's dangerous! He's armed and he's dangerous! Alright. You can see that the female guard who you've been talking to is drawing her baton, but at the same time looking back at the cage. Listen. Sammy, you stay here. We're gonna take this perp. David, you call in reinforcements. We gotta stay here with this. You make sure these people they get what's coming to them. I don't know what this is, but we gotta make a note of it. You deal with this. As you push the cart forwards, you realise your two groups are being split apart. Obadiah is being left behind, and Davy, one of the guards, is running behind you. He puts a hand out onto your shoulder, Tenebris. You stop. You stop right now in the name of the law.
Right as he's saying that, Yura's going to open up the arm and just yeet some plasma into him at short range.
Oh, God, no!
Roll to hit.
It's
But
done.
to be clarified, what I'm trying to do here is kind of like have the arm be really close to him, so there's not a visual. Like it's like putting up a gun muzzle
cute.
against somebody.
Like, yeah.
And I'm gonna spend a key point to attack twice with the arm.
I'm so proud of you. Look at you learning.
I'm learning. Watch me roll. That's a synthetic 20 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, come on.
roll
And
damage
I've
on
got
the
to get my
first.
damage right now because it's D4 plus Dex, I believe.
Hang
Dex
on.
modifier to
Wait,
its
what are
attack
you
and
doing?
damage rolls.
Are you punching or are you...
No, this is the
No, he's doing the exact thing you don't want him to do. He is firing a projectile weapon at point blank range into this
Excellent. Wait, are you allowed to do that? Or do you have to roll with disadvantage with that?
guy. We'll say,
For the purposes.
given
Ranged
that,
weapons
for the
are
purposes
close.
of this, there will be no disadvantage.
We love you for that, Annie.
Okay, so that's...
So you're doing the worst
that's
thing
cost.
rather than just punching him. Excellent. We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah. That is 6 damage with the first one.
That's good.
6 damage on the first one. A hole roughly the size of a grapefruit is carved out the side of their torso. What? Roll for the second one.
Second one is an 11.
An 11. That misses. The second one hits the asphalt beneath your feet and fizzles out, leaving the guard undamaged. Now, we are very quickly just gonna... We're not going to roll initiative. We're going to say everybody gets a surprise round, and then we will go into initiative. What is everybody doing?
Infinity is... She heard them say he's got a rat with him, right, as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now she is going to run... no, she's not. She's going to stay under the cart, like, underneath. She's going to basically hide under the cart, so no one can get to her.
Okay.
For the time being.
Around you, all of these...
So stupid.
You feel the walkers going overhead. Tenebris, you, the creatures walking in the parade alongside you. You could almost reach out and touch them. The people still pushing up against you. No one's quite realised what's happened yet. This commotion seems to be part of just the whole madness of this festival. What are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm regretting my decision to do nothing.
I don't know.
Tenebris, do shit.
Well, we're doomed. It's terrible. And also, like, the DM keeps mentioning these tall walker things that you can climb up. And I see no benefit to climbing up them, but I think I might climb up one.
Are you doing what you did with the wolves, where you climb away from the death of everyone around you?
Yeah.
Not
Maybe I
again.
could take one over. Maybe it's
Okay, yeah, I love that. I love that
yeah,
plan. Yeah.
It's
Let's
it's
go
like
with that.
the AT-ATs in Star Wars, and then I don't know. I'm gonna leave the situation by a ladder. You're gonna reach out and get yanked away.
Oh my god, that'd be really cool if
So-
that works.
So you understand how these walkers
right
are
here.
working, right? They're
Yeah.
these large diesel-powered platforms, sort of spewing out, belching out smoke. They have people on top of them and people sort of climbing up the legs. The things trailing off them are a mixture of ropes, rope ladders, some just sort of long cables that, like wire cables, are sort of reaching down the ground. They're quite dangerous, like hitting people in the head. But also mixed in with that, large hooks and things for lifting heavy bits up the side of these walkers, so pulleys and bits of machinery like that. So that's what you're contending with, and people crawling up and down them all the time.
And they're quite slow, aren't they? They're about the same speed as us pushing the cart.
Yes.
doesn't. I don't. I help. God, we're doomed. They're gonna get us, or she's gonna kill everyone, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it's all my fault. So literally came in here and gave her superpowers, and now she can murder everyone with her brain because I know what I can do, and if she can do that, then we're doomed. Debris is having a freak out. Shamini is also having a freak out.
Charmony's not having a freak out.
If she wanted to kill us,
What
we'd
are you
already
doing,
be dead.
Tenebris?
I'm gonna get some height to get a better view. I'm gonna climb up a ladder.
Roll an athletics check.
Not going to see where it heads. Just a ladder.
A ladder is passing. I climb it. And now I'm rolling athletics. Why am I doing this? I have a negative athletics modifier. This is bad. I rolled a 9.
This party.
You reach out to grab hold of these whipping ladders that are trailing off the end of this walker above you. You reach out and grip on, but it slides through your hands, and you are left back on the floor on your bum,
Weight burn.
just looking up at the cage moving away from you. So that's your movement.
Great. That's my movement, is it? That guard. So there's a guard that Uriel's been fighting, right?
Mm.
And they're calling for reinforcements. So there'll be more guards here. We can't move very fast.
They have not called for reinforcements yet.
They said we need reinforcements, but they haven't done it.
There's a whole. Okay, fine. I guess I'll try and cast sleep on
I
this
can't even drink.
guard. This is like, oh no. So oh, by the way, you know, last time I was worrying about being able to cast spells without anyone noticing, and I was like hiding behind carts and things. I have realised
You
that's
took what?
literally
You took.
It's what my sorcery points are for. Yeah, I took
Yeah,
subtle spell meta
subtle spell,
magic,
yeah.
so that
Amazing.
I could literally do that, and I wasn't paying attention. But I'm assuming I actually used a couple of those up last time, so I can only maybe use one.
Well,
more,
no,
but-
just so you know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a very, like, turbulent atmosphere, so
Yeah,
you
I
can
might not
absolutely
notice.
try and cast it and be unnoticed. I mean, someone's literally just been shot in the stomach, and still people
True. I've been
haven't
paying
quite
attention. That is true.
triggered.
Okay, I'm gonna cast sleep on Davy.
Okay.
Is that the one that I've just
Remind-
taken a grapefruit-sized chunk out of?
Yeah, unless they're further away. Are there two together anywhere? Are they like?
There are two together, but they are with Obadiah, and they're now about 10 to 20 feet behind you.
I'll go for them then. Actually, I'll go for the two of them.
Okay.
Because my friends are still back there. They're everywhere. I'm gonna reach into their brains and just turn on sleepy time. That's what I'm gonna do. That's
All
what
right.
we're gonna do.
How exactly does that spell work?
Creatures within 20 feet of a point I choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Can I get the guards without getting Obadiah, or are they on either side of him?
You can. No, they're both facing him,
Okay,
so you can get
great.
both of them.
I'm gonna roll 5d8. Okay? That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's what's happening right now. That is 20 hit points. Do either of the guards have less than 20?
Am I in that sphere, Ellie?
Are you? Oh god, I didn't.
No,
see
you're
how
not.
big
You're
she
underneath
was.
the cage, which is moving in front of them. That's
Okay,
quite a way
great,
behind
because I have 1 hit point, so as a rat, I'd be
Oh
out.
fuck!
You reach out with your mind, Tenebris. You feel the colony reaching over the skin of the guards
Wait a sec,
behind
no,
you.
they're in a crowd. There's no way I can get a 20 foot. There's no way I can get a 20 foot that isn't gonna.
You,
Oh,
one of
collateral.
them, the one on which you have centered this power, you feel their brainwaves, alpha, delta, slow, rhythmic, they collapse to the floor. 2 people next to them, an older woman with a shock of pink hair and what looks like her son, approaching middle age. They were out together to see the festival, wearing kind of glasses and with an intense look, both collapse as well.
It's 20 hit points total, right? It's not everyone with less than 20.
No, it's 20
It
total.
adds up.
Oh my
So if
gosh.
there's someone with 4, they go. Then
Yeah,
if there was
yeah.
someone with, if the next person was someone with 16, they would go, and then
Yeah.
that would be it.
Yeah, yeah.
They both collapse,
Oh my gosh.
leaving one guard looking surprised in front of Obadiah, who's
dear.
twirling the hammer,
Oh dear.
before they disappear into the crowd again.
It's
And
like,
now I
like
need
baton twirling, just between his fingers. Like,
Dear.
everyone to roll initiative. Let's go.
that makes sense. I have to
Oh
use
shit! That was my surprise round.
Dex. I have to use rat initiative. I assume. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck you! Of course.
Is
I
that
rolled
the
high.
natural 20?
I got a nat 20.
Fuck's sake, Simon. I got a
Wasted.
10.
Okay.
Is it Ali? I'm not 100% sure. Is it me? Because it would be an 11 if it was infinity, but it's 10 if it's the rat.
It's your dex is the.
But is it
modifier
infinity's
there, so-
dex or the rat's dex? Because
No,
I'm in
it's-
the physical form.
Yeah, so physical form it's.
Yeah,
the
so
rat's
it's
dex.
10. Yeah.
Tenebris?
Oh, I rolled it and then I didn't look at what it was. Let me roll again. 13.
Right. So the guard stands up, shaken, a look of fear in their eyes. They reach for their baton, but Uriel, you're too fast. You go first. What are you going to do?
I feel like I've got to punch him in the dick.
I should have done something
straight
on my
for the dick.
turn.
Right. That's 22 to hit,
That hits. Roll damage.
and I don't. Now this was D6 plus Dex, wasn't it, for this weapon? It was like a short sword we were treating it as. So that's.
It's your monk hand. It's your metal monk hand.
Yeah. So that is. I'm just gonna. So I've got it on my phone. That's 7 points of damage.
One punch. Your right arm reaches out and punch straight in the jugular. They fall to the ground. Were you trying to do non-lethal, or did
Oh,
you
God,
not
no.
care? It feels like maybe you broke something sort of tracheal, maybe in nature. They fall to the ground, coughing, and suddenly, again, you are alone, all of you, in the crowd. The dead body of the guard, or the body of the guard, choking on the floor. Tenebris sat down next to it. You see the guard next to you. The other 2 behind you. And for a second, you see the heads of the other Water Watch passing in front of you, crossing in front of you. It seems like this section of the net closing round you has been dispatched. What are you going to do?
As in they're leaving.
As in the 3 people,
broke through.
the 3 guards who formed this part of the net.
Oh, I'm done.
Right.
What, and she said, like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to call reinforcements, but, like, basically the only people who heard her were the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
okay.
one has actually called them
Let's
yet.
go.
What is the latest, not Spoey pads, Varnos Seraphac doing on the back of the.
She completely
So has the
uncovered now.
tarp
Is the
been
tarp
fully
gone?
pulled
Is she
off?
out? Yeah.
Yeah, she is visible as of yet. So in the 12 seconds since that's happened, no one has really taken it in what that is. There's a lot of weird stuff here.
So I've still got movement, haven't I?
So we fall out of initiative order. Behind you, you know that there is a fight going on between Obadiah Hogg and this character, but you're not there for it.
Seeing that, like, clock guard, look out. Oh, fuck! I feel like Uriel would try to push the tart back over. Is that something that you'd let me do? Just kind of like jump up and try to drag it over her again?
Without issue, you manage to pull the tart back
Good,
over.
good.
But in doing so, you bring your metal arm in contact with the cage. Sparks fly. You take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
It's managed it. It's covered, right? It's all done.
And now it's covered over again, and around you the revelers, the party still going on, the walkers overhead, and these strange creatures possessed by the Fae, the spirits of the Fae, moving alongside you. Obadiah has been swallowed up into the crowd. What are you doing now as you see the net pass in front of you?
Push the cart.
I'm looking for infinity.
cart.
I don't think I've seen
Oh.
a rat, right?
Just keep going.
But I'm keeping going, but I'm looking.
You're on the top of the... Oh, no, you fell off the lap. Sorry.
I found the I'm on the floor. I'm getting up off the floor, running away from this dying person.
You push the cart. The over the top of it is the tarpaulin. Now it just looks like a kind of a crate, something being pushed through the crowd. And then you see coming towards you a change in the movement of the Water Watch. These figures start moving towards you. They seem intent. Everyone roll another perception check.
I'm
Or
under
you
the
can make it
cart,
insight.
so probably not.
Yeah, okay, well, unless you want to roll it with disadvantage. You can
I
see
will
feet.
still worry it? I'm worried. I will still roll it with disadvantage.
On Uriel, perceive with thine eyes.
I rolled the same again, but they were 5. 11.
8.
Oh, 11.
You see them coming towards you. They are moving with purpose, but even the ones closest to you don't seem to have broken into a run, or don't seem to have broken into some sort of battle stance as they approach you. That much you pick up. What are you doing?
Me, I'm under the cart.
All of you.
I
I'm
will
at the
just
back of the car.
continue
I'm pushing the
following
car.
under the cart.
Keep going.
These figures, with these purple cloaks on, you can see the sweat as one of them comes towards you, but looks past you, moves in the direction going past you. You can see on their neck the sweat running down the gills in the sides of their skin, and they push ahead past you. They're going somewhere else, you don't know where. As you push on, around you, the spirit of the party is building and building, and you see the hulking form of one of the gladiators force their way past the cart. They don't give you a second thought. They're headed towards something happening behind you, but you can't tell what it is,
Zebediah.
and you're pushing. You're still pushing.
Push the cart.
Push the cart.
So,
No harm must
Do
come
I
to the
see
person
this?
in the cart.
you, unless you were specifically looking for it, no, you wouldn't see that. So, you keep pushing. The guards move past you. The intensity of the party ratchets up as the sunlight itself starts to get lower and lower in the sky. And eventually, you reach Sunset Square. As this is happening, Tenebris, in your head, you hear the garbled sounds. Not much time now. Not much time now. Must be ready. Must make the final choice. Listen to me now, Tenebris. We're friends. And I give you one last chance. Release me now, and allow us all to live. I can give you what you want. I can give you everything you need. You want money? I know you need money. You need to leave this place, and we all need to leave this this place. I can give it to you. I can give you whatever you need. Just release me from my bonds. You don't know how long I've been in here in this body, this vile body.
Nebris is so focused. She's trying not to. She doesn't say anything back, and she's trying not to think anything back. She's just push the cart. Do not listen. Do not listen. She's trying not to react at all.
As this happens, you feel a tap on your shoulder. Hey! Oh, I'm so glad we can finally find you here. Oh, it's like a dream come true. Kane, I got him. We're here over this big old cart here. Kane comes over. You can see expression carefully flat and looking quite sort of serious, but also, hello. It is. I am meeting you now. I have met you. And then he looks towards you. You can see his eyes flickering off towards you, but then keeps good greetings. I will greet all of you in turn. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, listen, we not even made it to the square yet. You think we could maybe all go there together? I hear there's some kind of crazy dance going on in there.
Okay.
That is something that perhaps we could do later. As it stands, we have an objective that we have to move this cart here to over here.
No, both of you come with me right now, okay? Quick, this way. I'm going to try and grab with my weak little hands both of their wrists, and I'm going to try and start dragging them back the way we came, away from the way we're going, back towards Obadiah, but fuck it. And I'm just going to be trying and pulling both of them away from the cart. Come with me right now.
Where are we going, Tenebris?
I
would like to stay here if that, or at least my parameters would suggest it best if I stay with Uriel, if that's okay.
No, not right now. Not right now. I'm pulling. I'm tugging. I'm trying to run. I'm trying to pull them, which I can't. I'm trying to get through the crowd. I'm trying to
roll a. It's an athletics check. Roll an athletics check.
Great. Good. That's what we like.
Come on.
Oh, I rolled really well. It's it's a 17.
With a 17. Yep. You haul them back down, back down away from Sunset Square into the crowd. Your whole movement, your single movement, so 15 feet away from the cage. And as you do that, you hear in your mind, "No! Don't leave me!" And then, for a second, time seems to slow down. And in front of you, you see a face you recognize. It's the face of a young man. Well-groomed hair, well-dressed. You can see they've dressed well for this. Cowboy boots on. But the eyes are listless. The jaw hangs.
Shitballs!
And this figure
Oh my
reaches
god.
out
Oh my god.
and grabs you,
Oh my
Tenebris.
god.
Wait.
It's the dead kid.
What?
The young man who died wearing the cowboy boots. She's still controlling the body.
See, Infinity was very right not to want to leave it.
They roll
Fuck
a
me.
7.
On what? What do I do? God!
This is a grapple, so it's contested strength.
Come on. Isn't it athletics? It's athletics, right?
Is it athletics?
Or acrobatics to get out of the
Yeah.
grapple. Or
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Yeah, or you can
I
you
dodge?
can roll acrobatics if you want
So I
to
do
get out.
have
Yeah.
some acrobatics.
I will pull all of my D&D knowledge out of my brain right now.
15.
15. You slip out of the grasp of this strange, seemingly unresponsive young man. The arms are both tensed, but also strangely unfunctioning as they look down towards you, and you hear, breath being drawn in as though they know how to use their lungs. You see Constance and Kane look up, sudden fear flashing across their face. What, Tenebris, what is this?
We have to run! We have to run!
Can I just get a check on where we are geographically?
You,
Map again.
as this
On a road.
as this is happening, as Tenebris
Braxigantu.
is doing this, you,
Where's that media?
Infinity and Uriel.
Do I know that
come
she's
to-
under there, by the way? Infinity, do I know that you're
No, sneaky
I
little
rolled
rat.
pretty bad on my stealth. The guard saw me.
You saw a rat go underneath it, yeah, and it reminds you of the rat that you did see when you were escaping from.
Okay, so I
The one you
might
saw,
know.
So
not pointing
You've
at people.
probably guessed, yeah.
Yeah.
And you heard
You know,
someone say, "Oh my God, it's a rat!"
You could come and help me push this cart, Infinity.
You've still got Bubba. You're now all standing at the top of a wide square. You have reached Sunset Square. You see, it's giving out onto a waterfront on the far side. The sun is setting now, and it throws fiery golden beams horizontally across the square. And it's heaving with gyrating bodies, a sea of exuberant outfits and quivering hands, and above the square, the cranes from the dock gantries have been brought overhead, and they hang from them all manner of nets and platforms and chutes and slides. People are swarming all over them, and at the waterside, hundreds of party barges have converged. So even when the square ends, it feels like the land continues for hundreds of meters into the bay. Steam rises over the crowd, being caught in the light. The beat of the music is all-consuming. You see, Uriel, a row of warehouses coming off the right of the square at the waterside. You see your destination among them. Between you and it are 300 feet of square, crammed with revelers. Stationed around the edges of the square, you see the Water Watch, and alongside them, Alliance gladiators guarding the mouth of the roads. At this moment, the psychic shriek that Tenebris you heard, you three, Infinity and Uriel, all hear in your mind. Release me!
No, fuck off.
And then you say 3 people beside the cart sink down and
Oh
hit
no!
the floor.
Oh no!
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Again.
Oh no!
Again?
Okay, no, I can do better. This is good.
I don't think I can, mathematically.
Natural 20.
13. Sorry. All of my notes from this episode so far are
I've not written
nipple
nothing.
play, damage taken 2.
I just rolled a 22 on initiative, so
Oh, well, mine would just be a 20, so you will be ahead of
Yeah.
me, yeah.
nice.
What was yours again, Uriel?
13.
13.
Actually, I say that with great confidence. Let me just verify for you. Initiative. Oh no, sorry, I'm completely wrong. So it's 15. I thought it was plus
Ah.
1. It's actually plus 3.
Oh, hey-oh. Dexy boy.
That's your human.
I'm bringing
So-
Dexy back. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a second. Right. Okay.
Damn, he's a sexy man. No, Dexy. I would say Dexy. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Carry on.
Right. You see the space in front of you. Tenebris, you are 20 feet behind the cage as it is. You know that the cage can be moved 10 feet with your movement, 20 feet with your movement and your action, and that 2 people in total can do it. leading to a maximum movement of 40 feet per turn for the cage if you all push it. Tenebris. In front of you, the body of this boy swaying slightly upright, face towards you. The two children next to you. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm still grabbing Constant Kane's wrists. I'm going to squeeze really tightly, and I'm going to say, I need you both to run and keep running up the road and keep going, okay?
But
Can you do
I'm
that,
scared.
please? I know. Nothing will chase you. I will stop them from chasing you, but you have to go before she sees you, okay? Before she notices you. Please.
You are standing next to
I know.
this young man, just so you
I'm
know that.
Really hoping that he is gonna pay attention to me and not go after them. That is what I'm currently betting on.
As they turn and run, instinctually, the arm of this man reaches out and whips towards the head of Constance.
Can I? So
Yeah?
I'm still in my go. So as this is happening, was that it?
Oh, sure. Nope, you're absolutely right.
They
that
would
would
go
happen
on their go, yeah.
So, okay, all right, well, we'll save that roll.
Good. Oh.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure how you know.
No, that's good.
Assuming that they're gonna go and I'm gonna pay attention to that. I would like to try something. Which is, I'm not worrying about being particularly subtle anymore. I'm looking at this figure in front of me, and I know in a way that there's nothing in there, but I would like to try and see if we can sense and explore and twist what's inside of him as a way to reach her. So I would like to try and cast Mind Spike on him.
Let's go.
Which is psychic energy, even though he's already dead, in the hope that that will transfer. Maybe this is a bad plan. Maybe I should have just taken the body down, but
No, I think it's
Okay.
good.
So, you are casting Mind Spike on this body in the hope that that will transfer
Yeah.
through to her.
yeah.
Okay. So, I will say, you as you go to do this,
Yeah.
you realize that you are operating on the same system. You
Yeah.
are both using the same creatures, the same colony.
But different individuals, right? We have almost separate clouds now, separate colonies of friends.
So it would seem. So, but you may be able to exert your power over those friends that you have lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll
I know that they're
a-
here.
Friends
Roll
on
a
the other
charisma
side.
check.
Roll a what, sorry?
I got
A charisma
Friends
check. So this
on
will be
the
a contested
other
charisma check.
side.
Oh, such a good song.
Keith David, man.
Yeah.
The best person to star in Community who got a Disney villain song.
14. That's plus all your modifiers.
Yeah, straight charisma, 14.
You reach out with your mind and you try and summon up the strength of will to call your colony back under your control. But you feel the twisting piston-like mind forcing its way between you and your friends. My friends now. And you realise you can't make it through, but you can still cast your spell. So,
Okay, thank you.
how does that work?
Intelligence save, please.
Oh yeah. That's a 3.
Great. Okay.
Bold strategy, Colin. Let's see how it plays out for him.
That's 2 points of psychic damage. And if they make a saving throw before the end of my next turn, they take a d4 off it.
Say again, 2 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. This is a cantrip.
feel the shudder in their body as they are rocked back somewhat, but they still stand up, seemingly not too injured. Now, Infinity, you are still underneath this cart.
Yep, I am. Okay, I am going to... Do I see the dead body, or at least the feet of? That I once held in my arms.
You do see these 3 sets of legs just crumple around the cart. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm coming out. And...
Okay, you skitter out. You look up and you see these bodies. 2 of them have fallen over each other, and the other one is on the other side of the cart. You don't see it.
Okay, cool.
Around you, all the people are still dancing and gyrating and waving and still caught up in this moment.
Okay, do I see Snebris?
You do not.
I don't see Snebris or the kids at all.
No.
Shit. So I don't see anyone who looks like any kind of threat.
No.
Okay, I will turn to the... Oh, I'm a rat. Fuck. Bonus action, I'll drop it. I'll come back up to Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
Push
turn
the
to...
cart.
It's not good for... Yeah, I'll push the cart. And
If we take down those 3, she makes more, right? We kill the people that she's controlling.
She's controlling the 3 already, or are they? They're just crumpled.
They're on the floor.
But I don't know that.
If we move as fast as possible,
No, because I
we're
didn't
gonna-
see the cowboy
We didn't
boots.
see that all happening. Okay, fine.
If we move as
you're right.
fast as possible, we're going to leave any potential things that she creates
But
behind.
I don't know that. Okay, I will start pushing the cart, and I will turn to her and say, "Excuse me, what are you doing?"
Turn to...
Oh, it's got the
Nirvana
tarpaulins. It's got the tarpaulin.
It
over
has
it.
the tarpaulin over it.
Okay, cool.
You still do. You turn, you speak, and you hear in your mind, you'll see, you'll see.
I don't like you.
Bit
There is a
rude,
way
but
out.
thanks.
I don't say out. I do say out. I do say out loud. I do. Not you, Uriel. You're fine.
Uriel, it comes to you.
Push the cart.
Okay.
Simple man given
you can do
3.
that.
It's an algorithm with 3 laws that he was given. The
Yeah.
3 rules of robotics.
Yes! Uriel is the only one who is actually really on this and doing great.
So, you have movement, action, bonus action.
Move the cart. It's all going into pushing that baby.
Before you do that, actually, I should have said, you hear a shout from in front of you. Oh, what's the plan now exactly?
Push the cart. We're nearly there.
All right, got it. You push the cart. Bubba in front of you is pulling the cart. Infinity next to you, pushing the cart. You move it 40 feet across the square. You are inching towards your destination. The young man, bent over, turns to you, Tenebris, and again will reach out and try to grapple you. Contested athletics or dex to get out of it. 7. They reach out with their arms, wrap them tight around you and drag you, following the cart. And then Constance and Kane, they look up at you. Tenebris,
Run!
roll a persuasion check.
God. Oh God. Just leave them out. Just leave them gone.
Is this the first episode where dead children is a possibility? I feel like it is.
16.
16. You'll be all right. And then you hear Kane go, she's gonna be all right. She'll be all right. Come on, we gotta go. Grabs Constance's hand, they run, and as they do, the arm of the boy whips out towards them. He rolled a 6, flies over the top of their heads. They are running away back into the crowd. At that moment,
watching them, I'm watching them as much as I can. I'm not even trying to struggle at this point. I am trying to see what's happening with whether they make it.
Okay, all right. Then roll me a perception check, and then we're going to take a quick break, I think, because we've not done that.
I will
and we
prepare
maybe
for
need
that. I will prepare for that. My wine is empty, so we do.
Okay, perception disadvantage. Ooh, one of them was a natural 20, but it's at disadvantage. But that's still an 18.
18. Yes, you can.
Where are you getting your dice from, Charlotte?
Squinting through your goggles, especially now as the orangey golden rays of the sun are burning their way through the smoke and steam, and yet you still can make out their movements as they disappear into the crowd. With that roll, I will say that as you are dragged back towards the cart, before you lose sight of them, you see them stop. And at that point, we're going to take a break.
No! I don't want to. If I don't press the button, it doesn't happen, Ali. So, really...
We've given Bates too much power here.
The time has come to BRB.
For anyone listening on the podcast or watching on YouTube, I have been running the stream tonight, and I might have been in chat being Simon, and honestly, it is too much power. It's gone to my head.
Yeah, it's been. I've been doing damage control on me. It's quite
fun.
Fucking Face Off.
It is quite amusing to watch. To be fair. Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
let's do this. 5 minutes.
We'll see you
see you guys in a bit.
I'll do it. We'll be right back after this short break. See you in a bit.
We are back, and right into the middle of this crazy
Clusterfuck.
mass of...
Clusterfuck is the word.
Clusterfuck.
Mass of people all around you, bodies pressing in, sweating, slimy, squirming, people praising the heavens, people screaming, people looking down, and around you these three bodies thump, 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 fallen to the floor. You were pushed on, pushing the cage, and inside it this gibbering woman, holding her face and occasionally lashing out one of her arms to the side. You can see that there's sweat forming on her brow, her hair lank hanging over her face, hiding her eyes, but the gold, occasionally you see the glimpse of a golden green iris just looking out into the crowds around you. It is now Tenebris. Your go again. You are being held by this creature around you. But before you go, you look out in front of you. So you're being dragged away. You're looking towards Constance and Kane, so you don't actually see this. But at the beginning of the turn, the three bodies that have fallen in your path pull themselves back up. They reach out arms at strange angles, grabbing hold of the nearest revelers and pulling themselves up on the bodies of the partygoers around them. They turn to face the cage that is being dragged in that direction, all but one, who turns back to face Tenebris. But Tenebris, you don't see this. You are looking into the crowd, the departing figures, you hope, of Constance and Kane. What do you do?
I am going to try and pull away from him.
Roll a dex or an acrobatics check.
So it can still be dex. Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to squirm out of
Still
their
be
grasp.
acrobatics. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, 22.
22. Yep. You squirm your way out against the slick covered body of this young man brought back, it seems, from the dead. All right, you're free. That's your action.
That's my action. I don't suppose I have anything that you would let me with my bonus action try to climb, or with my movement try to climb again, try to find a ladder and get up?
You can absolutely try and move. So around the walkers that have been passing overhead, they are still passing. As they reach the square, they are starting to sort of spread out. But since you're right by the entry of the road still of Peachtree Avenue, there are still some passing overhead, and you see around you not a rope ladder this time, simply a rope, and on the end of it a metal hook. You think to winch something up, you reach out to grab it. This would be your movement. Roll. Yeah, okay, we'll call this movement for now, because you're climbing up it. Roll an athletics check.
That's going to be athletics, I was going to say, for climbing. Gosh, okay. Oh, that's
Come on, keep rolling hot.
15.
Let's go, Tenebris.
Yeah.
You reach out, grab hold. The rope is tough and taut in your hands. Grab on, and you feel yourself being pulled away. You are just holding taut on this rope. You're not slipping down, but equally, you can't find the strength to climb up. You're simply being dragged through above the heads of the crowd. And the speed this walker is moving at is faster than walking pace, but not much. It goes at around 40 feet per turn, so you know that. So roughly equal to the cage at full speed. So you are behind them, but this walker will also head in whatever direction it's going. You don't know where it's headed.
Yeah.
Infinity, we come to you, pushing the cart next to Uriel.
Already?
You have seen behind you the bodies of the people you saw drop pull themselves back up.
Shit. Okay. What's happening?
We're pushing the car. We're nearly at the end.
I'm gonna push the cart.
Push the cart! Push the cart.
That's what I'm doing.
You set your weight against the cart and you push. Next, Bubba. Pushing! We push! What? You hear the voice come back over the top of the cart. What was all that? What was all that with them people?
Just keep going. It's fine.
Just festival things. Hashtag just
Hashtag just festival things. Happy bank holiday, everyone.
You know how it is. People get dehydrated.
Bubba pushes. And now you feel that the cart is moving about as fast as it can go. Uriel, it's your turn.
The Uriel doesn't have to push if Bubba's pushing as well, right?
No, the cart is moving at full speed now.
Oh.
I mean, it's like when you're moving something communally and you're like, I am helping, but I'm not making any difference at all. So like, I guess Uriel would look around in that case. If he said, if they're sensing that they are not mechanically contributing,
I've got this, Uriel. It's fine.
Is there anything with the purple cloaks we should be aware of, or anything like that?
We should have swapped this.
You do the first roll a perception check, but you have already seen that the bodies behind you that fell down are standing up and facing in your direction. So that's something you do see.
That's a 19.
A 19. You look around you to see if any of the purple cloaks maybe have caught sight of what's going on. It's a throng, a rabble of people. There's so much going on, so much activity and noise that really it seems like they've not noticed any of this. You can have that for free. That was a quick look.
Okay, but I have noticed that the bodies that fell over are now rising, and 2 of them were coming towards us and 1 was going towards the kids. Correct?
Yeah. Or back towards Tenebris, yeah, where Tenebris was.
Shit, I didn't. Okay.
Can you really see Tenebris?
Roll. With that perception check that you originally rolled, yes, you can see her just in the crowd, but you see her because she is now hanging from this cable, hanging off the back of one of these walkers, and then she's being dragged over the top of the heads of the partygoers.
Right, I can see Tenebris. Don't know what she's doing, but, well, she's kind of moving in the right direction. Just keep going.
So
also, some bodies are reanimating. Don't worry about it.
What?
So
Are the
you spend
children
your
there?
There's somewhere back there. I don't know.
So you spend your turn chivying people along. Excellent. Great.
We're swapping
At the-
this time.
As you say this, Uriel, you hear another howl from inside the cage.
I am not listening to anything you're saying.
La, 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 la.
In front of the cart, a couple hugging, embracing each other, looking out into the crowd in front of them, reaching out, kissing, and then they slide apart and hit the floor.
Oh my god, we have to stop her.
Just to your left, a tall, spindly robot, mechanical, you can see the gears exposed and part of its torso, slumps forward and hits the floor. Now,
Oh my god, if it can control a robot as well.
Tenebris, you see, as you are being dragged into the crowd, the body of this young man turn and head towards the cage. It moves quickly, and
I haven't got any extra height, have I? Here, like I can't see Constance and Kane any better from here. They've disappeared already.
well, they are halflings as well, so no,
Yeah,
they're
okay.
completely.
But they've gone into the crowd away from us, so that's
Okay.
at least there's that.
Yeah.
So the young man moves, lumbering, but at some speed, towards where the cart is, and catches up with you, Uriel, and then two more figures, the ones that you first saw drop last turn, move up alongside you, standing next to you now, Uriel, and you, Infinity. They stare in your direction, but their eyes don't focus on you. They sway slightly, pushed, battered ever so slightly by the movements of the crowd, their hands caught in unnatural claws as they try and stay up, staggering slightly in your direction. That brings us to...
Are they moving 40 feet? Like, are they? How fast are they moving?
So they are... Well, they have reached you. They have moved that 40-foot distance, but having reached you, it doesn't look like they have done much.
They've dashed.
But by the end of that, they get to you, and then they move just a little bit further towards the front of the cage, out in front of it. So now, we go back to the top of the round. The bodies that you have left again in your wake begin to rise.
No!
3 more figures standing, turning towards you. You now have 4 of these figures around the cart, and 3 of them behind you. Tenebris, you are hanging off this trailing rope. The walker is moving towards the center of the square. It's taking you away slightly at a diagonal from the main party. You can see them walking, pushing this cart. What are you doing?
Also, I can't control my friends while I'm grabbing with 2 hands onto a hook, so I'm gonna have to let go anyway. So I shall let go and drop down if I can without breaking my knees.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, without issue. You hit the deck. You're only about 6 feet above the floor, so it doesn't take you too long.
Yeah, I didn't get up very high, could I? And then I will try and move towards the cart. So I'm kind of trying to shove my way through the cart, through the crowd, get to the cart.
You can reach the cart with your movement. Yes, you come alongside the cart. You see the 3 of these figures stood in front of the cart, swaying slightly, turning.
Are any of them sort of closest to the cart, or look like they might be about to try and interfere with the cart? Like,
Roll
any of them, I
roll
suppose.
an insight check.
Okay, I've lost my die. Where is it gone? Okay. 1 second. Not too bad. 11.
11. Difficult to say. They are, even though they face the things that they are sort of looking at, they don't make eye contact with it, and it's difficult to tell from their sort of hunched and warped bodies to work out exactly what they're after.
But the boy in the cowboy boots is further away from...
He's at the back of the cage, and then the other...
Oh, he's still at the cage.
Yeah, but he's at the back.
Okay, so I think the thing I did to him last round gives him a minus 1d4 to his saving throw, so it would make sense to go for him. I would like him to now make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Absolutely.
I'm again all through. Any time Tenebris is casting something, it's just sort of hands moving around, focusing.
That's an 18. Rolled a natural 15.
God. Taking a d4 off that isn't going to make any difference either, is it?
You could do. Taking a d4.
Yeah, okay, take a d4 off if you... No, it won't help, actually.
Is it for one roll? Is there any?
That is it.
It's for the
That's
next
a
saving throw
14.
they make. 14 is the DC, so they just make it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry.
That wouldn't help.
No, it's God.
Yeah, they rolled well.
Can't believe I used
okay,
all my high level spells.
I think nothing happens then.
You guys have spells?
Nothing happens.
All right.
I think
Anything you
maybe
do bonus action?
if anyone is looking, the friends are becoming visible. They're kind of condensing again. And there's like this slight sort of glow, but in this chaos, I doubt anyone's going to notice.
Yeah, a kind of greenish haze around you, Tenebris. The surfaces of the people around you just take an ever so slight green tint as you feel the power flowing through you. Infinity, you're at the back of the cart, standing next to this boy in the cowboy boots. In front of you are 3 other figures standing just in front of the cart, almost waiting for it to be pushed towards them.
They're in front of the cart.
Yeah, so they've made it to the front.
Okay,
Bubba!
I'm not going to push the cart. I'm going to come round the side. And I'm going to come up very close to one of them. Can I get all the way? I've got 35 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. You can reach that.
And I'm just going to put my hand on one of their heads and go, time to go to sleep now. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolts at close range.
All right. Roll an attack.
Time to go to sleep as they're ahead of
Go to
that.
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Damage.
I love rolling this down. 16 damage.
All right. Okay.
I'm the cannon.
Just checked. What kind of damage is that?
It is radiant damage. And as we discussed before, it's radium. It's we'll just slowly poison them, but really quickly.
A hole is bored into the skull of this figure, and they fall to the ground.
Sorry. I've got a bonus action as well.
Uh-huh.
Am I next to Bubba?
You are next to Bubba, yeah.
Oh, it's not a bonus action. I won't
What?
do that. Ignore me. No, I won't.
What the hell was that?
They were in the way.
You killed that poor man.
They were dead already.
Okay. Next, Uriel.
So Bubba hasn't gone yet, right? So
No.
If-
Oh no, so
if not-
Bubba's turn is next. So Bubba turns back to you. What do we do?
Push the cart. Keep going.
All right. Bubba keeps pushing. 20 feet.
So that's 20 feet. And I can't, if I do anything other than push the cart, we're not. Can I contribute like movement and then take an action?
So half
your
of
movement,
it.
yes, would do 10.
Right. The more we slow down, the more we're going to accumulate.
I think you need
zombies.
to go.
I want to contribute and blow someone's brain up, but I feel like we've got to. Oh fuck! Push the cart. Movement and action.
You move, pushing the cart through the people. There's revelers on either side as you're now getting as close as you're going to get on your path to the centre of the crowd. It's like a storm in there, like a roiling sea of bodies pushing each other around, where people looking to the heavens. You can see robotic figures among them, huge animals, strange fey creatures, entities of wood and metal and steel with minds from the fey eye drifting in on the networks, the wireless networks around you. Above you, swinging from the cables and the hooks, you see strange impish creatures laughing. Laughter above you. And always just in the back of your mind, no, come now, we must not, we cannot go, you must release me, you must. And at this point,
Can I just get some clarification? So how many possessed civilians are around the cart now? So one has been taken down. Is that 3 remaining?
So there are 3. There is 2 at the front. 1 next to you, who is the boy in cowboy boots. And at this point, the 3 behind you, who dropped down the turn before, reach you. So they are now.
One of them's dead though, right?
One of the ones, the original ones. So
there's more. Oh shit! Yeah,
down.
there's more.
3 more have gone down. So they are now. They now reach you, and then they pass you again, shambling past you, going towards the front of the cart. At this point, as you're watching, a woman reaches out to you, Uriel. She's young. She's got face paint all over her. She's painted up to look like a dragon. You can see that she's wearing this beautiful, sparkling, emerald green, iridescent gown. She reaches out to you, and there's a moment of fear in her eyes. She looks at you. What's happening? She collapses to the floor. Now, as you have pushed the cart, the 2 figures possessed, seemingly undead, who had been standing in front of the cart, will use their movement, which is just enough to reach where the cart now is, the front of the cart. They will turn, and one of them will grab the remaining pushing spot and will push their weight, and you feel it now, the weight going back against the cart, pushing you back somewhat. It's not much, it's just 10 feet, but you have been slowed in your progress. The other one turns to Bubba, reaches out an arm, and swings.
Leave Bubba alone.
Completely misses.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. They're shit.
Okay.
And we head back to. Sorry. There's more. There's way more to do.
But there's more.
But there's a lot more now. So the other 3, who are now level with you, Uriel, one of them will reach out to you. a hand comes sweeping towards your head. Rolls a natural 17. I'm assuming that hits.
Yep, that does hit.
And that is 5 damage. 5 bludgeoning damage. Catches you across the neck, pulling you down almost, smacking your head into the side of the cage. You feel through the tarpaulin the shivering of the electricity. But not enough to seriously damage you. Then, one of the other ones reaches up, so there are now 2 left, reaches up towards the tarpaulin, grabs it, and with one movement, pulls it down, revealing this woman underneath. And you can see now that she's crouched in the cage on her haunches, reaching out her hands towards, palms open, towards these 2 possessed individuals. One of them reaches out and hammers the cage bars. But it seems that their attack bounces off, a shatter of electricity. Right, and that is their turn done. At the top of the round, the woman who grabbed your shoulder, Uriel, stands up behind you, unsteady on their feet.
No.
Just to check, so by my reckoning, we're 190 feet now from the warehouse.
Fight.
Hold up, 1, 2, 3.
Chaotic Brain Person is being very helpful in chat and giving us a countdown.
Yes, you are.
He says 190 feet still moving, 8 civilians down, 1
Jeez,
dead.
Thanks, great. That's what we like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you are.
Okay.
God, 8 down.
Yeah,
I
there's
haven't
like
got a
1,000 people here.
multi-attack.
Tenebris, it's your turn.
Can I get to? I would like to run up to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to get as close to the bars as possible, and I would like to telepathically to her and out loud shout, "Hey! We are friends. We are one, and you cannot divide us." And I'm gonna try through the bars, through everywhere, reach out to everything in this area and drag them back to me.
Yes.
Roll a charisma check.
Come on, Tenebris.
Giant B20. It's a 10 on the die for a 14.
She rolled a 13, which makes a 19. You try and summon the force of your friends back to you, but you can't make it happen. But that is free. I will give you that. That each action is free on that one, so you still have your action and your movement.
Okay.
We'll call that a bonus action because it is an
Yeah, that'd be
instinctual
great, yeah.
grabbing of your force back.
Are the people, are the zombified figures on all sides of the cart? All around it?
So there are 3 behind the cart, or at least sort of near behind or near the sides, and then 2 at the front. And 1 who has just stood up, who's a little ways behind.
And how big is the cart?
Sorry, actually, I've
Can't
missed
do it
out one there. So
without
there's
getting-
actually
can't do it without
there's
getting
4 at the back.
cover
How big is the cart?
Yeah,
so
how
the
long
cart
is
it's 10 feet long.
It's 10 feet long. can't.
So just to give you a kind of a sense of what's happening, there's 4 people four of these possessed characters around the back. There's 2 at the front, one of whom is pushing the cart backwards, and then there is one who has just taken a swing at Bubba, and then there's one who's a bit further away behind you.
Yeah, basically, I can't get them all without also getting Bubba and Uriel. And if I tell Bubba and Uriel to step back so I can get them all, they will no longer be pushing the cart, which is the most important thing.
Just read me the spell again, because it does say, is it characters that you choose?
No, I'm currently looking at a multi-attack for all creatures within 10 feet of me. All creatures within 10 feet of me.
Is that me as well, or no?
Yeah, if you're within 10 feet of me, yeah. You can move out of the way because you're not pushing the cart.
What are you doing, Tenebris?
I'm just trying to find something that, will hit multiple of them. I will... The one who's pushing the cart at the front, I will shift my focus to them, and I will once again, this is infestation again, the cantrip I tried on the boy earlier, and I will try and summon all of the friends who are still mine to cover them. Can they make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Constitution save. That's a 10 plus 3, 13.
Not good enough.
Yes!
First off, they take an entire 1 point of poison damage.
Oh, now you're fucked.
However, more importantly, I don't have a D4. Wait.
I've got a D4. No,
Someone roll a D4 for me.
I don't want to roll a D4 for you.
I'll roll a D4 for you.
We'll both do it.
Only one. I don't
Come on, Simon, you do it.
4!
Yeah!
4. Okay, I don't know the orientation in which we are, but they have to move west.
Oh my god, imagine if we're facing...
They have to move 5 feet to the west. So unless that is the way that the cart is, they have to move
go
away
that
from
way.
the cart. Yeah. Have to stop.
You see the spell start to take hold in their mind, a mind which is seemingly addled beyond repair, but it feels the orders seeping in, looks up, looks to the left of the cart, starts to palm its way into the crowd.
Okay.
Is that
into the crowd?
So is that its action, or is that just what is that? Is that its reaction? Action?
It's
turn.
That's a good question. I don't think it counts as anything for it because it's being forced to move, so it's nothing of its. It's just being forced to move on my turn. It doesn't use anything else. It's just moved 5 feet. It's just temporary. I can come back again easily. It just temporarily stopped pushing.
Right. Infinity.
Mm-hmm. Me.
It's your turn. You're stood at the back of the cart, surrounded by 4 possessed.
I'm at the back.
Oh no, sorry. You've moved around to the front, hadn't you? Yes. You're stood at the front of the cart. You're next to the fallen body of a man that you've just recently put out of their misery. 2 other possessed people in front of you.
I'm so sorry. None of this was any of your fault. And I will turn back round to the cart that is now uncovered. Do I know if I tried to fire a spell through that cage, whether it would go through?
You do not know.
Fuck it! I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at her in the cage.
You reach out your hand. The energy clatters and shakes your fist. You reach up. You unleash at the cage. It hits the blue bar and dissipates around the electrical protection of the cage. That's your action.
Bubba, drop the cage.
What? What do you mean?
We have to stop her.
All right. All right. It's Bubba's turn now. Bubba drops the cage. Is that it? Is there anything else?
Oh, by drop the cage, by the way, Infinity totally meant let the bars go down so we can attack her.
Oh, that's what.
Oh, Jesus, that's so much worse.
You mean I can't do that? It ain't possible. That cage is stronger than anything.
Fine, just keep pushing them. Just keep pushing them. pulling, whatever you're doing at whatever part of the cart you're at.
All right, I will. It was a nice idea, though.
It was a lovely idea.
But
not drop the cage to be. Oh, the minute you said it, I was like, no, I meant drop the bar.
maybe I see what you mean.
After I fired a
Bubba's
bar,
gonna
so
push
it
the
didn't go through.
cage.
That's...
Yeah.
Another 20.
Can you move the cage with your movement?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I?
You
haven't
can. You
moved.
can use your movement
Oh, I'll
to
pull
move
as
the
well
cage.
then. I'll put. Yeah, if I can.
Okay, so that's 30 feet. So it's got another 10 feet max that it can move. And now it comes to you, Uriel.
Move 10 feet of movement, and then there are 4 possessed people around me.
Okay.
So I guess, clang out with the arm at the nearest. I assume you're saying they're passing me, just like the nearest one, try and smash them with the metal arm.
As you move past them. So what we're going to say here, for the purpose of this, because these characters are all following the cart, and you're all basically moving at roughly the same. You're moving in the same direction, following the same thing. We're not going to say that you kind of do a move forward, and then they do a move forward, and then you sort of move sequentially like that. We're going to say that everybody's moving at roughly the same speed in the same place, just because otherwise we're going to get into a lot of difficult territory. And so, yes, we will say you turn, you reach out, and you're attacking this person. Were you punching? Did you say?
Yeah, I'll punch this one.
Okay.
So the movement, 10 feet of movement, and then this is the action.
The one that you're facing now is the boy with the cowboy boots.
19 to hit.
19 to hit. That definitely hits. Roll damage. This is on the first attack.
Yep, that's 6 points of damage.
Grand. You look down, take them in the knee. The breath is coming ragged now, but they're still awake, still looking at you. Or at least their face points towards you.
Flurry of
Keep
blows.
it.
They don't look good,
Let's
though.
go. Let's go.
I have another 2 key points, so yeah, I'll do flurry of blows and attack.
You get
again.
another attack. You get an offhand attack as well.
Oh yes, of course I get the offhand. Yes, sorry. So with the other arm, presumably he pushes, pow, pow, and then keeps pushing again. Whew, hitting well now. That's a synthetic 20.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
That
go.
hits,
Let's
that
go.
hits.
Let's go.
And then unarmed is just D4.
That's 1d4, yeah. Can you check, is it plus your dex modifier or not?
It's a
where-
monk.
where
It
would I
should be.
check
I
that?
think. I'll Google it really quickly.
Check if the offhand one is plus your dex modifier.
Oh yeah.
What?
Where is it?
What did you roll?
It was a 1 on the D4.
Unarmed.
Really hope.
Strike. It would be plus your strength. Oh no.
Strength or dex?
No. You add your strength. Yeah.
Or
Your
dex.
dex. Sorry,
So
you
we
can
use
use
dex.
your dex instead. Yeah.
And what's
yeah.
your
That's
dex?
4
Plus
points.
two.
4
Yeah,
points
sorry.
of damage in total.
4 points of damage. Your second one catches under the chin. They fall backwards like a tree to the ground. Another one hits the deck.
Okay.
Okay.
And now you hear inside, "Stop them! Stop them!" Around you, next to you, Uriel. You, Infinity. A child reaches up to your leg. What's happening?
Run.
They fall to the floor. Their parents run up behind them. What did you do? What did you do?
No,
The dad, you're going to pay. The life leaves their body. They hit the floor. At this point, you all hear in your mind, "Free me! Free me! Break the cage! End this! Let me be free!" And now,
Not listening to anything you are saying.
there's the possessed person in the front of the coach will take hold of one of the push rails and push back, and we'll take another 10 feet of movement off you guys, and then another one will take another swing at Bubba will miss with a natural 1. Swings wildly, Bubba still pulling in front of you. The 3 around you, Uriel and Tenebris, where are you at the moment?
I was at the side of the cart, just the side closest.
Him, is this also accounting for the zombies having shuffled off, Ali?
Only one left.
Oh, was it only one? I thought it was...
No, it's only one.
Oh.
You're absolutely right. So the one that shuffled off, in theory, you would get a reaction infinity on that, as would Bubba.
Might not, if it's forced movement, it might not provoke opportunity attacks. Let me just double check.
Sorry,
No, it doesn't. They don't get an opportunity attack.
All right.
Because I made them leave.
So that character turns around, and that's the one who makes the attack on Bubba, misses. And then the 3 behind you will all turn to the cage, pull themselves up. You can see the electricity racking their bodies, but it doesn't seem to worry them. They will all make attacks on the cage, and will do. One of them, you can see, connects properly and does a massive amount of damage. The cage sparks underneath the force of the blow, and that, as the other zombies come and the other possessed people come and join them, is back up to the top of the turn. You are now, we will say, 100 feet from your destination. As this is happening, Tenebris, you catch sight of something in the crowd. 2 figures, small, coming in your direction. And behind them, another 2, slightly larger, moving with force in your direction. You see through the arms and legs of the people in the crowd a flash. Glasses. You see the light blue of dungarees. You see the face of Jandra Flatwater, eyes set towards your direction, moving at speed towards the cage.
Hi.
At this moment, you hear a shot flies past you. It hits the head of one of the possessed people climbing the cage. Their head explodes. They fall back. And at this point, the people around you start to scream.
Valid.
Panic.
Run.
Should have tried to instigate that earlier. Don't know how, but
I blew a hole through something.
And now
you did.
we reach the top of the round again.
Let's go, Tenebris.
Tenebris.
Fuck. I'm going to shout out to, just Infinity and Uriel. I'm going to say, this is my fault. My friends are everywhere, and now she is controlling them. She is using them, and I can't get them back. They've left us, and I can't get them back. And then I'm going to try again to reach out to them.
Okay. Roll a charisma check.
Come on, sorcerer.
Come on, Tenebris.
I'm going to say, please. 10.
I'm so sorry. Natural 20. She's running so well. You reach out again, but you can't get control of your friends. You still feel their power is being drawn away from you.
And then I am going to cast something on one of the zombies, I guess. I'm gonna dissonant whispers one of them. I'm like whispering, like it's like a creepy song, like, I am sorry that you are gone, and this is all my fault again.
Oh.
It is always
Which one?
me.
Where are
Oh,
these?
it's because of me. It's one of just I don't know, just someone who's nearby. Oh, I just start singing gently too.
Okay.
Can I make a wisdom save, please?
That probably fails. That's a 5.
Okay, great. This is great. Oh, I've broken it. Okay. In which case, I am going to. Right, that's my last first level spell. That's fun. Okay, they take 8 points of psychic damage, and they have to use their reaction to move as far as their speed allows away from me.
Right.
Sorry, carry on.
You reach out towards the possessed person at the front of the cart, pushing back on it. You unleash the force of your mind into theirs. The broken spinning wheels are kind of like burns, almost like a burnt out machine in there, still spinning with the centrifugal force. But the mind is long gone. But you reach into their unconscious, force them to move away from you. They are looking bad, and they lumber as fast as they can away from the crate.
What happened to the possessed who had poison damage inflicted on them last time?
That was them.
Okay, right.
So they are looking really bad now. And with that, we come to infinities.
I'm going to run to Tenebris. I don't know if I'm next to anyone who would get an attack, but I'm going back to her.
You do, in order to do that, you have to run past the
Yeah, that's fine.
Possessed person who was attacked. Baba.
Yeah.
They make a reaction attack. They miss. Yep.
Yeah. Tenebris, listen to me. Your friends have not left you, and neither will I. And I'm going to cast guidance on Tenebris. And
Great.
then bonus action. Will you let? So I know you can't do 2 spells. Am I allowed to do 2 cantrips as an action and a bonus action?
No.
Is it enough to be 1 spell,
No.
1 cantrip?
That's what they normally say.
Yeah,
1 spell, 1
cantrip.
cantrip.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'll allow it. If it's 1 spell, 1 cantrip. That's
No,
fine.
this would be 2 cantrips. So
Sorry, I see
no
what you mean.
spells. Like I wouldn't be
But I
using
think-
anything that's high level. It would be too low
I
level.
think that's legit.
I think
that's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just going to
that's legit.
activate my shillelagh. That's all I'm going to do.
Fate Weaver's discretion.
Thank you, Fate Weaver.
Your arm with the metallic vines grow across it. The club is revealed, and now Uriel. Oh, Bubba.
Oh, and
first.
movement. I'll push. Oh no, I've come to Tenebris, so I probably can't actually. No,
Yeah,
I've got.
Yeah,
I've got
you've
anything.
used
Yeah.
that. Bubba. What now? What now? This is all getting too much.
Tell us about
Push
it, Baba.
the cart!
All right, I'm doing it.
Uriel, MVP.
You push forward another 20 feet. Uriel comes to you.
I feel like no, full 40 feet. So both movement and action pushing the cart, because we've just got to move. We just got to keep moving.
Yeah, you are close now. So close. You feel like maybe 2 more turns, you could be there. So let's recap. We have at the front 1 possessed person and Baba. In the middle, next to the cart, we have Infinity and Tenebris. At the back, we have Uriel, surrounded by 4 possessed people, with 3 behind coming to join. First, stop them! Stop them now! Stop! Stop! And you feel, Tenebris, the force of all of your friends being sucked towards
Oh no.
the Varna Serifact. but you see nothing else happen.
But I feel like I'm losing everyone I've got left. Like, basically.
No, you still have control over some of them. You're just feeling that she is building to something, and you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Next, the zombie. I keep saying zombie. They're zombies, but I mean the possessed person attacking.
The not zombie zombies.
Baba.
You never say zombie. That's one of the rules.
Reaches out and strikes at them again. They've got that into their head now. That hits. They do 6 points of damage.
What happened to all the purple cloaks who are descending on us, seeing
They
zombies?
went past. They all went past.
Yeah, they're
us.
waiting for this like
No, so
shoot
while you
this
were coming down-
situation to
Yeah.
peter
While
out
you were
before
coming
they
down
get involved.
Sunset, while you were coming down Sunset Avenue,
Yeah.
they were all looking for someone. But now, as the pandemonium sets in, you do see them starting to move towards.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, they were after me, so it's bad. But like, you know.
If they walk Obadiah down into the square and like if they just come across like a mound of dead bodies, and then he just like says to them, "Well, you guys feel foolish now."
Don't say I didn't warn you. Then rips his shirt off, nipples exposed, and
So they are moving towards you. You can see, and you do see as you look out and see these cloaks coming towards you. There's a few guards from either side, maybe 5 and 7, starting to move towards this hubbub. You also see the hulking figure of one of the gladiators moving from the road that you have to get to towards
she
the
takes
car.
down
She
that.
takes that. That can.
We have to stop her. It's all about her.
At this point,
Stop it. Stop
two
it.
of the possessed people
Distraction.
turn to you, Uriel, standing next to you, and they will both attack. That is, one of them rolls 11 and the other rolls an 18.
The 18 hits.
Right, that's 2 points of bludgeoning damage. The other 2 will attack the cage. And they both miss. And then the 3 more who have just joined will move up to join you, and then they will all attack the cage as well. 1 hits.
Baba said nothing can get in this, right?
Okay. The cage, a little bit dented, but seems to hold firm. And the last person will move up next to you now. So you are. Quick check. Around the cage now, you have 8 possessed people. And then, bursting through the crowd, you see the bespectacled, diminutive figure of Tobias Flatwater. You hold on there! You hold on! It's gonna be alright! Now, stop this! And he removes from his dungarees. Let me just check.
Oh my god, the flat waters are going to be the best.
A tiny little robotic spider puts it on the floor. You go, my pretty, you go. The spider runs towards.
Artificers, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Runs towards one of the possessed people, climbing up its leg, reaches the back of the neck, and you just hear him shout out, "Not to kill! Not to kill!" And injects a needle into the back of the neck.
Hey, if he's got a secret, that's great.
The figure locks up,
Okay, good.
paralyzed.
Oh, come on, Tobias, let's go.
And then on the other side of the cart, you hear another bullet flies out of the crowd, hits, and that is...
Randomly shooting in a crowd. This is great.
Catches another one of the creatures on the cart in the chest. But they hold on to the bars still. And that brings us to the top of the go.
60 feet. 60 feet to go.
Tenebris. Actually, before we do that, I'll just check something. Right, okay. Tenebris, it's your turn. In front of you, you can see one of the gladiators moving towards you. They're about 30 feet away. You see that their face is concentrated on your position. They are staring at you, and you can see under their skin the muscles beginning to tense to take that rictus battle rage which you have only seen from afar.
Okay. I'd like to attempt to be creative, but I don't know if this has worked. Are a bunch of the people
The
possessed people currently touching the bars of the cage, the electrified
They are, yes.
cage? Okay. I have the spell Shocking Grasp. It's just a cantrip, and it can only target one person. If I touch the cage and take the damage, can I blast all of them? I can use my last sorcery point as well and electrocute them all through.
What does your last sorcery point do?
Twinned, which means I can technically get another.
You do not need to
person,
use that.
Okay.
Unlimited cantrips.
You reach out, your fingertips touch the metal of the bar. You take 4 points of electric damage, racking your body, but you turn it around. You can see now the points of green flecks alighting on the cage as you feel the ripple of energy across the whole box of it. A shockwave emerges from your fingers. How much damage do you do?
I just rolled max damage. 8
Let's
on the D8.
go.
And is there any saving throw? Oh, you have to roll to hit. No, but you don't have to because they're already holding onto the bars.
I would have to roll to hit, yeah.
You are guided if
No,
that's what you
they're
wanna
already
use.
holding
I'm
onto.
not
They're
used to
already
that,
holding
though.
onto the bars. So you just have to hold the
Yeah.
bars, which you can do.
Thank you. Thank
One of them
you.
instantly falls to the ground, still shuddering slightly. All the other 4 take 8 points of damage, and they all look shaken. No, sorry, there's 2 on there. Hold up. Yes, there are 4 on there. There are 2 attacking Uriel, one of whom is just paralyzed. So, 4 on the cage, 2 next to Uriel, and 1 in the crowd who runs back. Will be running back next turn. So,
May
Infinity.
I
sorry.
still have a bonus action to try once more the charisma save?
Yes.
That was my action. What I would like to do is I would like to still
It's
be
a check.
holding.
It is not a save, it's a check.
Charisma
That's
check,
really
sorry.
good because then you can use your guidance. You couldn't if it was a save, so that's great.
I would like to still be holding on to the bars of the cage, like being electrocuted, staring through the bars at her. I'm not going to say anything this time. I'm just going to give it a try. What does guidance give me?
A D4.
Give me my friends back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. D4. So 4 on the D4.
Okay.
22.
10 on the dice for 16. You reach in, you stare, and for the first time, you come face to face as she stands up, hunched underneath the top of the bars, looking you, and you can see those deep gold and green flecked eyes, and her upper lip just quivering ever so slightly, and you can see she's trying to channel some huge force. You reach in, and you open yourself up. And you allow your friends to drift back towards you. You see her eyes suddenly narrow and focus. The pupils become pinpricks staring straight at you. Leave now. That's your turn. Infinity.
Okay. Okay. Everyone's still up. All the zombies are still doing their zombie thing.
Those that are still alive, yeah, except for one of them who's paralyzed.
And so Tenebris did damage to the ones near me. I'm gonna push the cart. Oh, I've got my shillelagh. Wait, no. Speed, push the cart. Action, whop someone round the head.
Like what? Drop down, push.
Yeah, like, bam, push.
All right, roll an attack.
Come on.
That is a 17.
That'll do it.
That is a 6 points of damage.
That does it. You swing round your head, crack, you bring it down on the head of one of these zombies. It shatters, the skull shatters inwards, and they topple lifeless off the side of the cage.
Sorry.
Then you push 10 feet forwards. Bubba at the front. Oh my God! What the hell? Help me, dear Lord!
Bubba,
Push!
push!
The cart!
Alright. Alright. Push it another 20 feet. You are now 30 feet from your destination. You can see now down the road where the warehouses are spread out. There are people milling towards you still, but the crowd is thinned ever so slightly.
I mean, slightly.
And you see the doors of where you're headed. Warehouse 3. Wolf Key.
3.
And 30 feet away from you, and in front of you, the hulking figure of a gladiator of the Water Watch.
You've used all your spell slots, did you say, Charmony?
I might have one left. I have one left.
I've got spell slots.
Twirling in their hand, what you see as a molten bar of iron, held in place by, you can see, a magnetic field distorting the air around it. 2 hands it takes to wield this incredibly heavy weapon. The molten metal, almost like a lava lamp, it distends and flows within the magnetic field that traps it there. They hold it up. Stop. But before we get to them... Oh, no, wait. So it's Uriel. It's your turn.
So we are at 30 feet of movement at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, and you've got 10 more feet that you can do this turn.
So I'll do movement with my movement. And then... does that mean that there are three zombies still around the cage?
There are. There's one next to you who's paralyzed. There's another next to you who's not paralyzed. There are 3 on the cage.
Right. So I'll move, and then I'll use action to shoot the arm at one of the ones who's on the cage.
Roll to hit.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
You don't even need to roll the damage. The ball of plasma tears through their insides as they're hurled spinning off the side of the cart and on to the ground.
I could spend a key point to do it again. If not now, then when, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll spend a key point to enable me to do it as... so for people who perhaps don't know what this is a way of Sun Spear?
Sunsoul.
Oh, sorry, yes, Sunsoul, beg your pardon. And if I take the attack action on my turn, I can spend a key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. Actually, wait, hang on. I can spend a key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can do it 2 more times.
I can do it 2 more times.
Yeah. That's what it says. Well,
Spend a key point to make-
Flurry of Blows is 2 extra hits, right? So it makes sense that it
Flurry
might
of
be
blows
2.
is 2 hits, but this is a special ability.
I'll Google it.
I think it's as in you can do it again.
Yeah,
having
having played a monk, you can usually get 1 bonus anyway, right?
I'm reading.
With this is instead of that you get 2.
Hold.
So you're.
Does that make sense? So you only get actually 1 more than usual.
You gain a new attack option that you can use for the attack action. Special attack is blah 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 blah. You are blah blah blah. The damage is radiant. Blah blah blah. That's all boring. When you take the attack action on your turn and use this special attack as part of it, you can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. That's so confusing.
Yeah, it's not
Twice
very
as a
clear.
bonus action.
It's still only
Okay.
It sounds
once
like
more. 'cause
well,
it's twice instead of once.
I'm going to say
That's
that this
really
is
difficult.
you can do it twice. That's it. You can't do it 3 times like Flurry of Blows.
Okay. GM has final say. Watch me miss this now.
Yeah.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's so yes, this is D4 plus Dex. So that's 4 points of damage.
Another hole carved through. These bolts of plasma are flying out over the crowd, and now the people are running. They're screaming as you. White hot balls of energy flying out from this cart around it. And another one of these figures falls to the ground around them. You see around you, for just a split second, Uriel, you realise around you are the bodies of people. You don't know who they were. Revelers, partygoers, people who were at this festival for a reason, to commune with their gods, and they lie on the floor now dead. You push on. Now, from inside the cage, you hear... Ow! Give it back to me! Give it back to me! And I need you, Tenebris, to roll a check. Charisma check.
Come on, you got this.
Synthetic 20.
Natural 2. So they try and force their way back into your mind, but you are calm. You're seeing things clearly for a second. You don't allow it to happen. Now, the final 2 remaining possessed... No, there are 3 final remaining possessed. 2 of them next to you, one of whom is paralyzed. Makes a save at the end of their turn. Fails. The other one turns to you and takes a swing at you. That's a 11 to hit.
No, doesn't hit.
At the front, and the final possessed figure pushes their way past Baba, who is going to take an attack of opportunity. If I can just hold up. That's a natural 1. Reaches the other side of the cart, sets their weight against it, and pushes it back 10 feet. You are now 30 feet from your destination. And then another shot rings out, and the hip of the final possessed person on the cage blows out, and they spin off the side and hit the deck. And Tobias, then you see him taking out, just hold on one god dang minute here, pulls out what looks to be a sort of, it looks like a kind of like an enlarged biro. It's sort of got a weird, like, sort of tubular thing that he goes, all right. You see him take out a lighter. Come on, baby. And then a spray of flame just
Let's go.
oh god, hello, over the top of the
And
car.
a crowd of civilians.
Fuck him. No, don't. Jesus.
And then we come to the gladiator, looking at this chaos, looking at the carnage, focuses on the person that seems the biggest threat. They move past the possessed person on the side of the cage. They move past the cage. They come to you, Uriel.
He's
Out
not
comes
It's been pretty combat effective in the past couple of
the
turns.
rippling metal blade of this huge two-handed weapon. He lifts it up. You stop now. And rolls a... $10?
No, doesn't hit.
The blade cuts through the asphalt surface beneath you. You can smell burning tarmac as the rippling metal pushes its way past you, and yet somehow just manages to miss you, Uriel. Next time, I will have you. And now we come again.
Fuck me, I'm being attacked by Mecha Darth Vader. Okay.
30 feet from your destination.
30
Tenebris,
feet.
it's your turn.
I'm going to, once again, I'm in the zone. Tenebris is calm. She's once again going to feel out through that network and bring them back to her. Make a charisma check. $13.
Natural 19 for a 25. You feel them ebb away from you and coalesce around this figure in the cage. Yes, at last, I will go home. And now, Infinity, your turn.
Bonk with the shillelagh.
What the?
No, one of the
Bonking who?
one of the people.
Do you not think we have bigger problems right now?
The really big thing.
Yeah, the Mecha Darth Vader.
Is it not just the more? You're right.
There is
you're not
one
wrong.
person to bonk who is paralysed next to.
Oh, if they're
Uriel.
paralysed. Oh, is that the only one that's left?
Yeah.
Right. In which case, no. Sod that then. Guiding bolt straight up at the mecha thing.
Excellent.
Plus 6 is 15.
15 misses. It skims the edge of the armoured carapace of this figure. Their eyes turn towards you. There's blackness inside. You don't see anything. What are you doing with your movement?
Push.
Okay, you are 10 feet from your destination. Bubba. I guess we push now!
You definitely
With
push
one
now, Bubba.
final heave.
Don't be a hero.
Ugh. As you watch Bubba pulls one massive final tug at this cage, the muscles ripple, they stand out underneath their shirt, and you burst out of the crowd. And as you approach this warehouse door, it swings open silently. There's blackness inside, almost unnatural blackness, and you all tumble, rock, fall into the darkness and silence.
Ha!
The doors close behind you. You feel suddenly cool in the ambience. A voice. We've been expecting you. Come on.
Where were you?
Me? I've been here this whole time. We have received word from your employer that you are good for the money. I believe they have paid your fare. Come. And if you just hold on
Wait.
a second.
No.
You are led through dark tunnels downwards. You turn around to see what's happened to Bubba and the cage, but they're gone, separated from you. It's just you three. The faintest outline of a dark cloaked figure in front of you. Come on, this way. This way.
But the people outside.
You can go back and help them if you want. I'm just here to give you what's owed. The figure moves on quickly.
How? I'll look to the other two.
Mission accomplished.
I can't leave them.
Dead ones.
All of them.
You had told me you couldn't do anything for the boy. You looked at him, you said, he's gone. That is it.
But
can you do anything, Infinity?
there
Can you
are
help
people
them?
who are still alive out there.
Most of them.
Are
Actually,
they-
the casualties were very negligible considering the size of the festivities.
But they are.
Are they safe now?
Chandra is there, and Tobias is there, and she can't make any more of them in here. Not if she is far away from them. Not if her powers are like mine.
You
You
taken your
continue to
friends
walk.
back?
As you speak. As you're having this conversation, you suddenly come out into a large, dark bay. You can't see the sides, it's so poorly lit. But you get the sense that on either side of you, there are other people. You can hear just the faintest murmurs. Is this the right place? Have we come? I hope they leave soon. Oh my God, if we're there one more hour, I don't think I'm going to make it. Whispered conversations. And you see the silhouette of a long, dark ship, bobbing ever so slightly in some sort of dock. At this point, hatches open all along this vessel. It's oblong and much, much longer and thinner, and you can see almost to one end and the other. Behind the door, a soft yellow light illuminates a small cabin. Come on then, in you go. This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Tenebris. The flat waters, You're going to leave them?
Constance, I would meet them after, but
The stones, talk to her.
it's only once a day. Cannot. If we don't go now, then all of this was for nothing. There is nothing we can do out there. There is nothing. I have caused all of that. It's all happened now, but it is over.
If we
Safe.
go back out there, everyone is going to look for us. Like, it's just not safe.
I want to go back, but I just don't see what we can do.
Besides, this is what we set out to do. We get to leave Braxagenti now.
That's what you set out to do.
Yes.
Come on then, in you go. You see around you other doors closing.
Euro's
You're the
gonna
last standing.
turn and start walking towards it. Say, well, even if you two don't want to go, I've got to go where the cog calls me.
Etty, do you not want to go to space anymore?
I want to go. Promise me we'll come back.
I guess I don't really have a.
If we're called
Wow.
back here, then we'll come back.
I can't promise he wants to come back. I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just wanted to be with you. If you want to come back, I will come with you. I would like to see Constance again. I would like to. I don't know.
I'll come with
I don't
you,
know.
but I can't promise I'll stay with you.
That-
They're safer without me there.
Maybe.
Okay.
Euro's going to wordlessly walk onto the ship.
Do you follow?
Yep.
Tenebris? You all three walk into a pod, clean, metallic, empty, just 3 strap seats, ready for space flight there. As you walk in, The door closes. Now, I think we've got about 15 minutes left. So I'm just going to keep going. And then you tell me if you want to stop. There are no windows here. All you can feel is the movement, the bobbing, and then a soft force behind you as you feel the craft move underneath you. You're in here for what seems like hours. Then you hear a soft announcement. Please maintain your seats, strap in, prepare for launch. You feel the ship angle underneath you. The dull roar. The G's press you down into your seat. You feel yourself ascending, spinning. Slowly, the noise of the rockets beneath you dies away. The vibrations rattling you against your seat dissipate. And then the heat shielding around this craft, what you realize now, has been almost like a pod of peas, splits open, and these shuttles, each one sent along the line of this craft, begin to unclip and slowly fire away, and you at last can see through the windows of your pod. You see the corona of Braxigantu's sun star, Mense, disappearing around the western edge of the planet. It illuminates a narrow arc of roiling cloud over the green expanse of the Kyankya jungles. Beneath you, you see artificial lights scattered across the darkness of the Bunyawine Delta. One of these was Lansdowne Port. Crossing east, over the peaks of the crater rim, the lights grew more concentrated, clustering in a great technicolor sprawl along the banks of the Mirror Lake, the megalopolis of Gunka. You can make out pinpricks of colour moving like fireflies above the surface of the city. And as you follow them up, your eyes meet the floating orbs of the hub station, hanging above Gunka like phosphorescence in the sea. Uriel, you see one more thing. Past the eastern edge of the planet, almost invisible against the stars of the Hadean Nebula, you can just make out the blinking sensor beams of Martin's Bane wheeling through the void. Infinity. Weightless now, you hear the satellites call stronger. Come, old one. At last, we meet. You know the direction to travel. You can pilot this craft. What do you do?
We're going to Martin's Bane. Yes?
That's where we're going. I've got to go back to the monastery.
Right. I'll turn it to Martin's Bane, but she'll sort of really take her time, like watching the planet as it goes past.
Now that is how a planet is supposed to look.
Thank you.
You try and turn it towards Martin Bane. Not yet. Not yet. And you feel yourself instead piloting this pod into the field of debris that surrounds Braxigantu. Past you, you can see warped metal mixed with mineral chunks rotating slowly on the edge of the planet's gravity well. You watch as they bounce soundlessly off the capsule's screens as you glide forward. After some time, Infinity, you are the first to see it. A broad, squashed globe hanging amid the trash of this space. You immediately recognize the golden jellyfish you saw in your vision. But this is different. It's worn and tarnished. As you approach... Yeah?
No, you go.
As you approach, the scratched outer shielding begins to open like petals of a flower, revealing a core inside. You hear Infinity. At last. Cables float out of the core like tentacles. They begin to snake over the pod. Then a voice comes through the internal speakers of the capsule, and you all hear, "Welcome, old one. You are not a moment too soon."
I found you.
We found you.
I'm sorry, Uriel. I didn't mean to.
Martin's Bane.
What is this?
I think this is my home.
We satellites have been searching for you. Since the blast that shook our siblings from the sky, we have been searching for you, but also for the source of that power. We are not strong enough to affect anything now, but you still can. We have heard whispers of something rising in the darkness. A dangerous new power hiding in the great city of Gunka. One that seeks to use the power that you felt not 1 week ago. They call themselves, in whispers, forgotten tongues, the cult of fallen angels. You must stop them. They will unleash a power they do not understand, and it will tear our home apart.
My friends, they need to go home. This is Uriel, and this is Tenebrius. I'm Infinite Sky 6000, serial number 86919726 PMGB 1530ML, just in case you weren't aware.
That's lucky. We weren't 100% sure.
Oh, good. Well, okay. Well, I'm glad to provide clarification. That's...
Your friends may do as they please, but you are the last terraformer. You exist to bring life, to protect life. This is your calling. There is no higher purpose.
I don't think I've been doing a very good job.
What you have done has brought you to us, and has set you on your path that you must now take to protect all the innocent.
Yes. No, of course. Of course I will.
You must travel to Gunka. You must find and stop this dangerous cult. And to do so, you will need the help of one who knows the people and the politics of Brexigentu and Gunka most of all. Then you see, projected from the core of this floating satellite, an image, light that falls against the floating debris in front of you. You all see a tall woman of black African heritage, hair sculpted into a swooping wave, wearing a midnight blue cloak that falls in soft lines around her. Her name is Saibvagi. She aligns herself with the Alliance now, but her ways are deep and subtle. If you are to succeed, you will need to gain her trust and her help.
Yes, of course.
Tell her you were sent by those that crystallized the rock and condensed the seas around her. And if that fails, just show her what you found. The image flickers and changes again. And now you see, shining on the rocks and asteroids and scrap, the artifact you found in the caves below Vow. Show her this. That will pique her interest.
Of course.
Now, I have gifts for you. You have come so far, and all of you deserve reward of some sort. Tenebris, take this. And Tenebris, you feel something being downloaded through the systems of the pod, and you feel a shiver in the colony around you. And if you check the thread, the WhatsApp thread, you have received the blessing of the satellites.
What? Oh my goodness!
Uriel,
Hello, yes.
That's so good, what you just got.
tendril snakes out towards you,
Put it in the
towards the
trap.
airlock. It opens of its own accord. Closes again. The inner door opens, and a chip, no bigger than my thumbnail, floats weightlessly towards you.
You mind if I ask what's on this before I plug it in?
Of course. It is simply our teachings. The teachings of the machine spirits.
Way ahead of you.
But you don't plug it into the back of your neck. It's your arm that opens up.
Oh my god, it's so
And
cool.
You download this information into your arm and your unconscious. And lastly, Infinity.
Yes.
One who we cannot call child, but you are as a daughter to us. Again, a tendril snakes out towards the airlock. It opens, and a thin shard of crystal weightlessly enters the room. This is a moonsicle from the long, distant moon of Utrecht. Use it wisely.
Of course.
It carries great power.
Thank you. Who? You said you were the forest.
We did not say that. The forest is something older than we. If I were to put it in language Uriel might understand, it is a distributed network. It is intelligences from all around the Bunyawine swamp and delta, the trees, the animals, the spirits of an intelligence that live within and without, the humankind and everything. An overarching mass intelligence that can only form itself when all the parts are aligned and the need is greatest. This is what you spoke with.
Wow.
There is one last thing before you must leave us. Be wary, child. I believe your past and your future are somehow tied to these events. I sense in you the same signature of the echoes of the shockwave itself. Somehow you are tied to all of this.
I did this.
No, child. You could not do such as this. But you are linked. As to how, you and only you can find out.
I understand.
You three gaze out through the portholes of this pod at the nighttime surface of Braxigantu. You think of the people whose lives could be snuffed out in an instant were you not to take this great quest. You think of those whose lives are already gone and what that means. And then you see it. The lights of Gunka blink, then stutter, then go dark. The darkness ripples out like a wave across the surface of the planet. Then you feel it. A pulse of energy pulling you down from the eye sockets to the pit of your stomach. The interior illuminators of the cabin go out. The radio link goes dead. The tentacles around the craft go limp. For a moment you are hanging in a black space with the only light coming from the distant stars. Then the lights come on, the tentacles writhe. You hear, "Go, go, there is no time." The shuttle starts maneuvering itself away from the wounded satellite. The rays of the sun creep across the eastern edge of the planet, over the blue of the azure ocean, and Uriel, you see the rays of the sun gleaming off the shining silver wheel that is Martin's Bane. But something's wrong. It's moving fast. Too fast. It's pinwheeling through space, closer and closer to the edge of Braxigantu's gravity well. You watch as the space station careens downwards, then is swallowed into the shadow of the planet. You wait. Then a point of searing white light detonates in the center of Gunka. It leaves a black hole in the lights surrounding it. And we will pick up
No!
at the end. At the beginning, rather,
What?
of our new campaign.
Do we level up?
New chapter.
Oh, please, Annie, give me another level!
Do we at least reach level
Probably.
4?
Unknown at this point.
Sorry, just to clarify, the entire space station
Just
of
fell
Martin's
into the
Bay just
bunker.
crashed into the center of the bigger city.
So it would seem, yes.
So it would seem, right, okay,
Oh my god.
okay, cool. So that, yep,
Ah.
wasn't really expecting that. So
Oh.
that
Annie, can you at
happened.
least send me what the moonsicle does?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I did. I sent it to you.
No, you didn't. You sent
No,
the other two.
you
You
sent
haven't sent
our
mine.
Oh, I didn't realise. Sorry.
It's a
Let me
mystery.
press send
I
on
was
that.
like,
Okay.
I've just got a moonsicle. Who knows? Oh, okay.
For those of you
Moonsicle.
who might be interested, the presents we got, Tenebris is essentially find familiar. It's the creatures forming an animal friend. Uriel has got speak with machines.
Speak
Kinda
with
like
plants,
plants,
baby.
but they're machines.
Okay, the
And what's this
moonsicle is
moonsicle?
sick.
Is it?
So it's from a moon of Braxigantu, can be used as a weapon, but the mineral itself also generates a complex electromagnetic field that enhances Infinity's abilities. So it's a +1 sickle, basically.
Yes,
But it
it's a-
also
it's a moon-
It's a moonsicle. Right, I love it.
I couldn't
love it,
resist.
Ali
I mean,
Jennings.
very nice.
But it also gives me a +1 to spell attack rolls and saving throws when it's
damn.
equipped.
That's
And
spicy.
An extra D4 if I cast a healing spell.
That's very
But
spicy.
it requires attunement, which I will be doing immediately.
Like, can I clarify, Ali, that when we left the square, most of the zombies were down, and the remaining ones were very weakened,
Yes.
and like
Yeah. They were all gone,
They were
except
going
for
down.
one
They
who
were-
basically
The
got
flat
lost in the
waters
crowd.
are
the
okay.
fat waters could take the last. Yeah.
I mean,
just-
assuming
just
that the water watcher girl, then yeah.
assuming that
He's
they're
not
what?
going to tell you. He's not going to tell you whether he's killed all our favourites
No,
or
I
not.
just wanted to make sure that like my perception of events that we just left weren't like, oh no, it was still kind of mid-battle and everyone's gonna die that you left. No, like it was done. It was basically done.
It was pretty much done. Yeah,
And, like,
I mean,
Tobias
basically
and
that was a
Chandra, like,
clutch
They were pretty
charisma
cool.
check that you made against
Yeah,
the Varna
Jesus.
Seraphac there at the
Yeah.
end, because that could have gone a very different way.
I don't know what she was gonna do. What was she gonna do?
What was she gonna do?
She never did it, did she? She never.
I was fully expecting her to
Reached
zombify
it.
everyone in that square.
I was waiting for her to zombify either me or Uriel.
She never got round to zombifying the gladiator. Thank God.
Yeah.
that was coming
Mm.
next.
I was scared of that.
That was absolutely coming next. Jeez.
We have a lot
Right.
to discuss.
Yeah, we do.
And
So, yeah,
we
we
are
can't
out of
do it
time
now.
Yeah, we
It's
went
very,
on.
very late.
Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so
if
much.
people
Ali.
want to discuss various theories for what's going on, I guess
Yeah.
our plan of going back to Martin's Bay is not fucking happening anymore.
Well, we'll go back. We'll just go find the wreckage.
Yeah, we'll go back, which
We're
means
technically
going to
going to Martin's Bay.
I did try and take us to Martin's Bay.
did.
You did.
Well done. That was very
My
honourable.
point being
And that was
that
hard
we can
to
do
do.
so on our Discord. You
Yes.
can also at us on social media, but we regrettably are going to have to draw the stream to a close because I am not in my house and I need to thank my host very much for letting me stay this late. But if people want to, perhaps if you're tuning in for the first time, there were a few people in the chat who this was their first stream watching us.
Welcome.
Where can they find more out about us, Shamini?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm glad
Good
you asked,
question.
Simon. Please come say hi to us on the Discord, as Simon says, and I will put a link to that right now. Actually, I really need to do that on our Twitter at RPGeeks DnD. That's Dingo. Nope. Delta.
Dingo, noddy,
It works
dingo.
for the same letter.
No, wait. Daddy, nipple, daddy.
No. Oh, no.
I won't
Jesus
know.
balls.
We found it. There we go.
We are at
Perfect.
RPGeeks pretty much everywhere. Instagram, YouTube. Search for us on the podcasts. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Come say
Yes.
hi. I will
Yes.
post the Discord. We would love to hang out with you. Thank you.
Yeah, we would. And like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
All the socials.
those ones.
Well, those three, not all those.
Just
those three.
rpgeeks.co.uk for links to absolutely everything.
RPGeeks.co.uk. Yes. Oh my God. Is our Discord link on that? We really need to.
I don't know. We'll find
And
out.
the adventures will continue later in the year, but before then, we are
Oh
going
my
to be taking
gosh.
a bit of a
Oh God, of
break.
course.
Well, not
from
a
the
break.
narrative.
June isn't a break, right? June
It's
is
from the narrative.
A break
we are taking.
from
the
this
narrative,
particular
yeah.
story. Next week, so that's next Wednesday, the the 8th of June, it will be our official 1-year anniversary of starting the stream proper and the campaign. A whole year of hanging out with you.
And my
folks.
birthday.
Thanks so much. It might also be
It's my actual birthday.
Oh my gosh. So I will be GMing a special anniversary one shot. You don't need to have caught up with the stream to see it. So tell everyone to come join in.
I'll
That'll
be
at the
21.
7 o'clock.
Plus the 18.
Plus 10.
Yeah, Plaza decking.
Yeah.
And then other things that are happening this summer, we have other D&D plans.
Yet to announce, but there will be special one shots. There will be special guests. It'll be very.
It's going to be a hell of a summer.
Special
do keep track
shit.
of the socials because that is the best place to.
We'll
follow
return.
what's on with
Are we
us.
saying when we're going to return to Brexham?
No.
No, we will return
This
later
summer?
this year.
Let's just say later this year.
So just going to have to
Yeah.
keep you in suspense until then.
Yeah.
But I think that is it from us for today. So thank you very much for tuning in or for listening in if you're on the podcast. And we'll be back with this adventure later in the year and with some other one-shots next week. So thank you for tuning in, and bye from all of us.
Bye.
Thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.